Hello and welcome to Tales from the Backlog. My name is Steve Boshier, finally, and I am playing a rather young construction worker tonight. But before we get into all of that, let me tell you about the channel. This is Shadows of Archonia. We have two shows. On Friday nights, we do mostly ongoing campaigns in the world of Archonia. We are currently in Shadows of Archonia Campaign 2 over there. 40-something episodes into that, which we're playing in Worlds Without Number. But on Monday nights like tonight, we do these Tales from the Backlog episodes, where we try out all the games that we don't get to play other times. Tonight, we are in Tiny Living Dead, brought to us by Mia. Why don't you tell us about it?
Okay, yeah. Tiny Living Dead, and pardon me, I just kind of like piece this together from the intro in the book and a couple of the things. Tiny Living Dead, written by Alan Barr and published by Gallant Knight Games, is a streamlined tabletop role-playing game that offers an engaging gaming experience without requiring extensive rulebooks or convoluted options. As part of the TinyD6 collection of TTRPGs, Tiny Living Dead forgoes elements like class, levels, and experience points, allowing players to develop characters that evolve through role-playing. It's great for newcomers and seasoned players alike, as the basic mechanic is rolling 1, 2, or 3 six-sided dice, and that's about it. Yep, very easy mechanics to learn. So yeah, that's Tiny Living Dead. I'm going to go clockwise or counterclockwise for me. Horace.
Hey, so I'm Jason once again. Tonight I'm playing Horace Manlove. I am a 17-year-old high school senior who kind of keeps to himself a lot, and I believe I'm the youngest character in this group. And I am making my way to some spooky Halloween party on the outskirts and some semi-abandoned building at the outskirts of town, and I'm basically just cutting through the woods for it.
All right.
I'm dressed like a skeleton.
I'm Cindy, playing as Megan Foster. Just graduated, gonna go to boot camp soon. I'm dressed as a British, like 1800s admiral, Navy admiral, with the big plumey hat and everything. And I'll be driving my mom's old beater to go pick up my girlfriend for a first date. Well, maybe not girlfriend. I'll go pick up my first date. We'll see what happens.
And I am Rose Welker. You can call me Ro. I am the one she is picking up. She just asked me out. I'm pretty excited, nervous about this date. I am kind of a loner, so going to a party like this would be unusual for me. I am 19. I graduated high school last year. I have like master plans to escape this small town and head to Alaska to be with my dad, but it's a secret. So that's kind of a big deal for me. And yeah, I'm dressed as a Native American chief. So I've got my bow and arrows and the big headdress and everything to go with it. And I'm super out of place and super uncomfortable because 1, first date, 2, people. So, and I work at a storage place in town to save up enough money to get the hell out of here. That's me.
I'm Brock Stonejaw Jr. Actually, this is my voice like this. I'm 19. I graduated. Well, technically this year. I work with my dad. He's a contractor. We do construction. Mostly lately, it's destruction. We got to take out walls and stuff a lot. But I'm coming to the party mostly because Liz, my little sister, wanted to come, and I know Mom doesn't really like her being out, at night on her own. So I'm driving her here in the truck, the work truck, and we're on time because I'm on time to things. There's not many people here yet, probably.
Okay. All
That's
right. All good? Y'all set, ready?
Yep.
All right, so just jump in with a brief opening scene here. The autumn air is cool and crisp. A gentle breeze rustling leaves that litter the streets of Wellington. The town is alive with anticipation tonight, but it's not for the Friday night football game that has everyone buzzing. It's the Halloween party set to take place in an old house a few miles outside of town. The historic Hawthorne House, a mansion rumored to be haunted. It is the perfect backdrop for an evening of spooky fun. As you drive the winding road to the old mansion, those of you that are driving, the trees close in around you, shadows stretching ominously under the moonlight. The Hawthorne House looms ahead, silhouetted against the night sky. The flickering lights from within create an inviting yet eerie glow. The excitement builds as you exit the car and approach the house. The night is cool, and a thick mist clings to the ground. Dim orange lights from jack-o'-lanterns lining the creaky porch, while muffled music and laughter drift through the open door. And Brock, as you have arrived first, inside, the scent of alcohol, popcorn, and smoke fills the air. Flickering candles and string lights dimly illuminate the room, casting long, unsettling shadows.
Oh.
Liz turns to you and is like, "Thank you for bringing me to the party, Brock. I don't know what you're going to do, but I have some friends I want to meet." And she dashes out the back door, and you can peer out through the open back door and see there's a big bonfire with people gathered around it.
Are they mostly girls or what?
It's all co-eds, a bunch of
But which ones did Liz run to?
There's a small group of individuals, couple girls, couple guys, all kind of gathered there. As you watch them, kind of like you're like eagle-eyeing her at this time.
Right now, yeah.
Okay. You see them kind of give each other like their hugs and greetings, and then she kind of like peels off to the side with a young man, and they kind of are talking and holding hands.
Okay, I imagine she's probably wearing some costume that's too tight. I'm just gonna walk up and say, "You forgot your jacket," and put that on her, and then I'll just go lean against the wall. I forgot to mention my own costume. I'm dressed as a minor league baseball player, which is not that much of a costume. It's actually just Grandpa's old uniform, and I've got his bat with me, and I'm just gonna post up against the wall of a house where people can see me.
So you are dressed up as a specific minor league baseball player.
Yeah, it's literally my own last name on the back.
Nice. Okay. I will say, Megan and Rose, you arrive next to the house. As you enter, what is it? Where do you go and what do you do? There's like refreshments and food in the kitchen, the bonfire in the back, a whole house to explore.
I'll probably ask. Let's see. So, Ro, do you want to have a drink and go out to the bonfire?
Yeah. If that's what you want to do.
Okay. What kind of drinks are there?
There is an adult kind of chaperoning the kitchen. There are alcoholic beverages for anyone over the age of 18, and punch, and fruit juice, and whatever other kind of beverages, soda.
Yeah, I'll have a beer.
Okay, sure. It's an elderly lady. She's like, here we go. Thank you for coming to the Hawthorne house.
Oh, no, thank you for allowing us here.
Yeah, thanks. I'm
Well,
just
enjoy
gonna
yourself.
kinda hold my
We'll
beer
be sure to stay after and help you clean up as thanks.
Oh, that's okay. Once the football game ends, there'll be a bunch of other folks coming that are volunteers with the local historical society that'll help. So don't worry about that. That's fine. Thank you.
All right, if you're sure, ma'am.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay.
So I'm
I'll
gonna stay.
offer my arm to Ro and see if she's ready to go.
Oh, I will totally grab that arm and just kind of say, I don't hang out with a lot of people, so I'm kind of uncomfortable here.
Oh, that's okay.
So I'll
Don't worry
just
about
follow you if that's all right. I'll just stick with
Sure.
you all night. Okay.
And you were going to go out to the bonfire. There
Yeah.
are a variety of blankets kind of spread around on the ground, and a few like Adirondack lounging chairs that are available. So
Do you want to grab a blanket or some chairs?
How about we sit in the grass and grab a blanket,
Okay.
like over there, farther away from all those people?
Oh.
Is that okay?
Sure.
Cool.
Well,
You
hey,
see-
hey, Megan.
Rock. Sorry. Go ahead.
I imagine that if you guys came out in the back, you passed me when you went by the door. So I was just gonna say, hey, how you doing?
Oh,
Hey, Brock.
hey, Brock. Good to see you.
Hey, Rose. Hey, did you guys come here like together?
Yeah,
I'll look at our arms and I'll think, yes, Brock, we did.
yeah.
Oh.
You wouldn't believe it, she actually asked me to come with her. Isn't that cool?
Oh yeah, I'm cool with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine.
Right on.
It's just kind of.
Yeah, now you mentioned that there are a couple of people from this small town that do give you kind of a sideways glance, but nothing bad happens.
All right then.
And I'm just grinning. I'm nervous, and I'm just grinning ear to ear. And as soon as we get off into the grass, I'm just gonna start really weird, awkward conversations about my interests, things that I like to do.
And I'll just
And,
grin and nod.
While you're doing that, Horace, you kind of arrive. You walk up the road, kind of off to the side of the house. You can immediately go to the backyard or cut through the front of the house.
Can I actually arrive in a slightly different fashion?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. So as Ro is trying to make awkward small talk with Megan, out at y'all are out at the edge of the tree line.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're trying to keep away, you don't want to get too far away from everyone, but you're not trying to keep too close.
Right.
And no, I'm just gonna come just tromping right out of the woods there. Just there's this guy just pretty much head to look at first glance head to toe black, except he's got really dark blue jeans on. And one of those skeleton print onesies that he's wearing the jeans over, and just full skeleton face makeup. So he just he just looks like nobody. Just comes tromping straight past y'all.
Jesus! Scared
hey,
the crap
sorry.
out of me.
Sorry about that.
Oh, dude.
And just making it right for the front door.
Hey, do you know that guy?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
The guy looks like Johnny Lawrence.
Someone overhears you say this. Oh yeah, I've been watching that new Cobra Kai on Netflix. What do you think of that, Brock?
I don't have Netflix at my house.
Oh gosh, that's unfortunate. Maybe you could come over and watch sometime.
I'm probably who is talking to me?
A guy named William.
Is he
William
still in high
Smalls.
school?
He's another graduate. Yeah, you may have met him through high school.
Oh, well, yeah, I could come hang out maybe if I'm not working. This is kind of the first time I haven't been working in a few weeks, so.
Yeah, that'd be cool. But yeah, have a good time tonight. I got to get back to my girl Beth over here.
Oh. Okay. Wait, Beth? Okay. Beth. Not Liz.
Not Liz. Not
Okay.
Liz.
Because those are kind of the same name.
Give me an observation check real quick, Brock. Yeah, 2d6.
No, that's a fail.
All right. As you like get distracted by this guy, you turn back and you don't see Liz and the boy. They've disappeared.
I'm gonna walk over to the fire and see if I can look from there.
Okay. You creep over there. You hear people are telling ghost stories and having jokes and laughs. Horace, you're going into the house to get something to drink or chill out.
I mean, I was from the sound of it, this house is actually kind of fairly well maintained, and I was kind of expecting a spooky, dilapidated shithole.
It's decorated with those
it's
shaky cobwebs
decorated, but I was expecting musty smells, moldy floorboards, and this sounds like a place that has electricity.
Yeah, they've got like the electricity, the lights are basically off. They've got like colored like Halloween string lights and stuff. The only like well lit part of the whole place is the kitchen dining area where that lady is supervising the beverage cart, so to speak.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go get myself a cup of punch.
But there is a dilapidated barn nearby, that they've kind of left it, and it's been restored, but it still looks like an old dilapidated barn, so it could maintain its rustic appearance. So yeah, you grab in something to drink while you're in the kitchen. You overhear somebody say, somebody like, "Hey, what about that bus crash that recently happened out of town?"
Yeah, bus crashed. Was that the football team?
Like the 3 or 4 people standing around and kind of look at you funny, like, "Horse, did you not hear about the bus crash? There was like an old Greyhound passing, the highway nearby, and it crashed."
Well, A, how did they know it was me?
Okay.
I wore this costume, and I
So,
had people I knew, just nothing.
Okay, so they don't address you as Horace. They just look at you funny, like, "You didn't hear about the bus crash?"
Oh man, I haven't been watching. I haven't really been watching the news.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, kind of weird. They took the survivors to the local hospital. So yeah, it's been
What kind of bus?
It was a Greyhound bus.
Oh damn.
And, like 20, 30 people were injured and taken to the local hospital.
I guess it's good that Greyhound gets out here.
Yeah, the highway out on the far side of town. It's a few more miles outside of town, but we're the closest hospital. So yeah, they brought him here.
Damn. Sort of look around and start slowly backing away from this conversation.
While you're like moving away from the conversation, your phone rings, Horace.
Oh. Well, first, who's calling me?
It's your mother.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, what's up?
Nothing. I just wanted to call and let you know that I won't be home tonight. Maybe I might be home before you get back, but apparently Miguel is sick. I got to go into the garage and finish fixing the mayor's car because it needs to be ready by tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I bet it does. I mean, he's got a lot of... I don't know what the fuck he's got to do, but I'm sure he's got to do it. He is the mayor. Hopefully you're getting some good overtime for this. Maybe even some holiday pay.
As you're talking to her, the lights flicker briefly, And then again, before going completely out, the music stops. Your phone call is cut off mid-sentence. Anyone else that has their phone out shows no coverage, that you've lost signal to your carrier.
Well, that's not how technology works.
We wouldn't have our phones out.
Yeah,
I don't think.
I don't think we had our phones out.
I have mine out for the flashlight. I'm still looking for Liz.
Yeah. But some other party goers are like, hey, they're like scrolling Facebook or whatever, and they're like, what? Oh my God. And they're like, did you guys lose signal? And it kind of quickly spreads amongst the party
Facebook now.
So I'll pull out my phone and check it and be like, shh. I hardly get service like right outside of town, so I'm not surprised I lost service.
I'm sure mine's not going to work. I mean,
Is
Well,
the
dude,
cell
I got straight talk.
is the cell tower on the same power network as the rest of the town?
Then you notice this kind of weird greenish and purple glow spread across the sky above you, as the aurora borealis is now like here in the Midwest of America.
you see that?
Oh my gosh, I've only seen that in Alaska. What the heck is it do? I mean,
Liz, what did you do?
Someone pipes up, it must be the solar flares, right?
Well, that's got to be it.
and I'll say something nerdy about like this is the 12th year or 8th year or never on the cycle of solar flares, blah blah blah. I'll give it some kind of it's kind of weird that it's not on the right cycle, and sometimes you can see it in the midway, and I'll just go off on it.
If I still
maybe
haven't,
there's a dissertation I could read on that.
Oh yeah.
I'll look for it.
if I still haven't spotted Liz, I will use the extra light this is providing to stomp over to that abandoned barn.
Yeah, I mean that's where I was planning on heading.
That's
If
I'm
I can see
sure.
Brock stopping that way, I'm gonna point that out to Ro and say, why is Brock heading to the barn? That's weird.
Well, I'm just
Oh,
looking
no.
for a place where Liz might have snuck off to make out with some dude.
As you are turning and heading in that direction, suddenly there's a scream that rips through the night from the forest tree line. Something is terribly wrong. Liz and her boyfriend run out from the trees. Behind them, a figure stumbles after, dead-eyed, dirt-smeared person, their mouth hanging open, fingers clawing the air. It is fixated on Liz. It lets out a low, guttural moan, picking up speed as it closes in.
How close are we to Liz? Is that near us?
Because we're close to the tree line, so is it in our area?
Yeah, it's near. You could definitely get to it with a single move action. If you choosing
Okay,
to.
so I'm just from instinct gonna stand up and pull out my bow. And I'm just gonna instinctively just be like, what the fuck's going on? Do you see that?
Is that someone playing a terrible joke? I don't like it.
It's not funny.
It is.
And I'll have
horrible.
my bow down, and I won't have my arrow strung, but I have it in my fingers.
I'm gonna run towards them to get between Liz and whatever that is, or whoever.
Now,
I'm not sure what it is yet.
I don't see the barn on this map, but I'm kind of imagining that I'm much farther away since I was headed towards the barn. So I'm also running towards that to put myself between Liz and the stranger, but I think it'll take me longer to get there.
Her boyfriend is clutching his arm, and you see blood as you get closer to them, Megan and Rose. You see that he's clutching his arm, and there's blood. There's a wound that he's trying to staunch the blood from.
I'll be like, what the heck's happening? What hurt
How'd
you?
you get hurt?
And Liz is like crying, and he's like, that thing, it grabbed me and bit me.
Looks like a guy. Isn't that just a
That
person?
dude bit you? Like, how far away is this?
He's stumbling toward you quickly. He's
And we-
getting
Be like,
close.
you know what, dude? That's not funny
Close
anymore.
enough for me to punch?
Yeah.
Let me know when I get there.
It seems like a threat to me, so
I would say you could be there basically at the end of the round, allowing them to go first. You can kind of like hustle over there, Brock and Horace, if you're so inclined.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd like to. I mean, if I'm there before anyone does any violence, I would like to like use the bat to hold the guy away.
I believe Megan, you said you were going to punch this person.
yeah.
Okay, give me a quick melee attack.
That's
You
2 dice.
You are a brawler. So 2d6.
No, not brawler. Martial artist. Add unarmed as a weapon group. Once per day, I can
I'm looking at
re-roll a
Warwick.
failed
Sorry.
unarmed attack or evade.
Okay, and you are proficient. So 3 dice on your unarmed attack then.
Two 6s and a 4.
Oh, so that is successful, inflicting 1 point of damage to this thing, this person. As you punch it, kaplap, it staggers a little bit and it like swipes its arm towards you, trying to claw at you. And it makes contact and like grabs you with its arm and goes to pull you towards it. So that would take us to whoever's next. Again, we're just kind of...
It would be me, because I'm right next to her, and I'm watching, I'm focused, and I see what's happening, and can I tell that this is not a normal human? This isn't just some guy playing a prank? Is it obvious to me?
Yeah, if they're in makeup, it's really good makeup. So yeah, it's definitely, something is definitely not right with this thing.
All right, so it's
To
definitely
try to avoid calling them zombies. Yeah.
right. No,
I'll say,
I can
roll. This is not someone in makeup. This is some sort of creature.
Yeah, you
So,
feel
as
it's
I-
like ice cold to the
right
touch.
as I focused, watching and everything, I'm gonna shoot at it with my bow. I'm gonna
Okay.
step back a bit. Wait, I can't do both, can I?
Yeah, you wouldn't have had the opportunity to focus this round since you drew your bow and are now shooting. So
I
it would just
gotcha.
be a
So I'm gonna
normal
just draw my
attack.
bow and shoot at it.
Yeah, but you're proficient with it, so you roll 3 dice instead of just 2.
And I did get a 3. A 3, a 2, and a 1, so I don't think I made it.
As it's
missed.
kind of
I'm
like
close.
got a hold of Megan and she's trying to pull away from it, there's just kind of like bodies twisting around, and your arrow just whizzes by and thumps into a tree behind it.
Yeah, I'm way too close. Megan, you gotta get away from that thing.
I'm trying. Its hands as cold as death.
If that's the round, then I will shove the guy off of Megan.
Yep, you're able to get there just at the end of the round to take your action, Brock. And Horace, keep in mind you've got something too, if you'd like.
Oh, I don't know how it would have applied in this situation, but I do have Born Fighter, so I'm supposed to be able to take 2 actions before initiative is rolled. Just for future.
Okay, so basically, right as things are breaking out, you run back. It takes you like 2 actions to get there. Cool. We'll just say that.
I rolled 2d6 for the shove. I got a 5 on one of them.
And I believe Horace was following you, so he was like half as far, so he could get back in a single action. And I'm sorry, would you roll, Brock?
1 success.
Okay. And you're just trying to like shove this thing off of Megan or not?
Yeah, I'm not rolling up ready to murder. I'm just shoving this guy for now.
All right. You roll up and you give it a nice sharp jab with the end of the bat to like shove it backwards. And you succeeded, you said?
Yeah.
It's going to try and hold on. Yeah, it's got a really solid grip on Megan, and as it like stumbles backwards, its claws kind of like its fingers dig in really tight on your arm, Megan, and pulls you along with it
Uh-oh.
as it staggers backwards.
Sorry.
It's got a death grip on me.
Do I have another action? Or did I use one this turn to move? I'm not sure how that.
You were far enough away that it took 2 move actions to get there, and then your attack action. Because of your brawler thing. And then Horus could get there and do something as well if he likes.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to get in the middle of a lot of conflict here. Like, I'm kind of taking my time getting over here.
Maybe you'd want to look at the guy's bite.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take a look at whatever this guy's name is. Like, take a look at his arm. Like, hey man, what the fuck happened to you?
Did I say his name was William? I forget.
Yeah.
I think you did, yeah.
Okay. He's like got his hand over it. He like get a hold of my arm, and he like basically just kind of like lifts it just a little bit so you can see it, but the blood comes almost gushing out of it real quick, and he quickly clamps his hand down on it. And it's a pretty ragged, nasty looking wound.
That looks less than ideal, my dude. I mean, does anyone have like something we could bandage this with? Shout out to the people around us.
Yeah. What's happening with the other 100 people?
They're all kind of like in stunned silence for a moment, and some people have started to scream and run off, and some others are just like watching. As you shout, Horus, Liz kind of snaps back to herself, and you see her quickly pat herself down, and she pulls like a short scarf out of her pocket of the jacket where it was stored.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and I guess like wrap the wound, get it good and tight and wrapped, and what the fuck I'm doing.
And I'm gonna kind of yell back and say, "Try to cut off the circulation. We gotta get the bleeding to stop."
Yeah, that's why I'm doing it tight.
Roll me 2d6 there, Horus. Please. I should say disadvantage. I'm not going to call that yet. Now, just the 2 are fine. The 2 are fine.
Well, at disadvantage, I got it.
Okay. Yeah, you're not accustomed to applying this kind of. You've like bandaged wounds before,
Take your word for that.
They're like sprains and bruises, maybe like a sprained ankle or wrist or something from activities people have been doing. But you kind of like quickly get that wrapped, and as you do that, and you get a good look at that bite in the process, and it's already starting to like, you see like these veins of blackness kind of like creeping into the skin as you, which is very unusual for a wound. Yeah,
it looks like this is like already necrotizing. The fuck is this thing that bit you, man? Where'd you find it?
He kind of like in shock. He's like, in the woods, and he kind of like quickly slumps down on the ground on his butt, and he's like, oh my god, it hurts, and he lifts his hand and it starts shaking violently on the wounded arm. The thing that has a hold of you, Megan. So we're going to go into initiative. So I forget. Hold on, initiative. You, someone in the party rolls, or you can all do individual initiative or as a group, and then decide who acts in what order.
I say we just do it as a group.
Yeah,
Okay. So the zombie rolled 2d6 for a total of 4. So somebody on your side roll.
I got it.
I'm sorry, the dead guy.
Creature.
The creature.
I rolled
the ghoul, yeah.
I rolled for a total of 8.
Okay, so you guys are acting first. This thing, it like tries to get its other hand up and grab you, Megan, but before you guys can act.
I'd like to. Can I try to kick it this time? So I really want to get it off of me. Just kick it really hard in the abdomen or chest area.
Yeah.
Get it off.
As you do that, as a martial artist, let me see, maybe you do this quick little circular movement with your arm to kind of wind up and send in the kick. The wind up breaks the grip, and then hit it. Kick him. Kick it.
All right. Well, I need to roll for that. Oh no. Well, I did not get that. That's 2 1s and a 2.
Okay. So you break free from it, but whiff on the kick as it kind of staggers weirdly out of your way.
And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step towards this nasty thing, and I'm gonna just whack it in the head with my bow. I'm too close to shoot it. I already know that. I missed last time. I'm gonna hit it as hard as I can in the face with the end of my bow.
Okay, so that will be 2d6 as you're using it as a melee weapon.
And I got 2 6s.
Oh, yeah, you smack this guy.
I'm pissed.
Yeah, you whack it really hard, and as you hit it, and it like its head kind of cracks and splits, and like this icky, pikery black goo oozes out. It groans one last time and just kind of falls to the ground.
Damn, Rose. Jeez, I just wanted to get him the fuck off you. What the hell's going on with this thing?
I think you killed.
Why are you guys saying it? This is a guy.
Look at it. This is not normal guy. Look at this stuff coming out of its head. It's not even blood. It's like
something's wrong with that thing.
No, something's definitely wrong with him, but let's be real. This is a human man.
Well, look at his wounds. Look at his face. There's something really fucking wrong with this thing.
I listen. I was about to do what you did. Don't worry about it. But I mean, we just need to check.
I want to hurry up and go look at William's arm. I know some basic first aid. I can see if I can, at least stop the bleeding.
And I will check on Liz. Even though Liz doesn't seem to be hurt, I'm going to ignore William and check on Liz.
Yeah, she's like kneeling down on his non-wounded side, kind of holding on to his arm and shoulder. Oh my God, William, oh my God, are you okay? And his bit arm is now starting to vibrate and shake violently, and his eyes kind of roll back into his skull.
Liz, what happened?
It came out of the woods. It bit him.
Why?
I don't know. We were just hanging out by a tree, and you look down, and her lipstick is kind of like on William's face, where she was kissing him.
He's got some kind of disease. We should step back.
No, and she won't let him go.
Does anyone have a belt? Brock, are you wearing a belt?
A couple of them.
Can I have one?
Yeah, I'll give you one.
All right, and I'm gonna.
And I will now be holding my pants up with one hand.
I'm gonna cinch at the artery right above the bite. Is like really tight. Like I have no give a fucks if I'm hurt them or not. I just
full amputation tourniquet.
And,
I'm just gonna cut off the, and then I guess I'm gonna look at the wound.
Yeah, there's very little light here. I think say maybe someone's got their flashlight back out.
Yeah, I got my phone flashlight.
Can I use your phone light?
Yeah, I'll turn that on the arm.
As you get a good look at it, you see what Horace saw, this kind of like creeping black. It looks like the veins inside his body are turning dark and black, and you see it creeping up his neck and across his face.
This is too fresh to be blood poisoning. I mean, blood poisoning doesn't even, it takes way longer than this, guys. Something's really fucked up here.
Does anyone have signal yet? We need to call the police and the paramedics.
I mean, if it is blood poisoning, we have to remove the arm. It's just, we can't do that here. We need to, does anyone have cell service? We got to call 911.
Maybe there's a hard line in the house. They don't need the power.
With that, the little old lady has dashed out and said, "What's going on? The phone's dead." And she's got like a walkie-talkie in her hand. It's like, "What's going on?"
We need to get a hold of 911. You said the phone's not working.
There's a dead guy here, and he bit this idiot.
I took care of that, but William's arm, something's seriously wrong with him.
Yeah, I meant William.
Boris, you were helping initially with William.
Okay, so the moment everyone started converging on these two, Horace is up and backing away a little bit. He's not super comfortable with people. But he doesn't want to run away. But he does kind of want to keep an eye on everything else that's going on while everyone seems to be focused on William's wound and this formerly animate corpse. I mean, if there's one, there might be more.
As you're keeping a close eye on the one that...
well, no, I'm not like keeping an eye on it. I'm like keeping an eye around. Like I'm keeping lookout, seeing what else is going on.
As you kind of like look around, several of the people that ran off have been like jumping in their cars, and you hear like this click, 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 and they can't get their cars to start. And they're like jumping out of why won't this car start? Can someone jump start my car? And then like everybody's like, my car won't start either.
And I'm gonna pull Megan aside, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh my god, do you think this is like one of those EMP solar flare things?"
And it takes me a little bit moment to answer. I'm like, what EMP?
Well, you know, like the whole the conspiracy thing. You know, they always say that like if there's like a certain type of a flare, it stops all electricity, and we're all fucked basically with like cell service and power. And I've heard it on on the radio. You know, they talk about late night on the radio all the time.
I haven't heard that. No.
You don't.
Ro, are you saying the sun put out all of the technology?
Well, yeah, they talk about it on talk radio, AM talk radio at night. They always talk about shit that's happening.
What's the name of the old lady? Sorry, I thought you were finished.
What was that?
I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just asking what the name of the old lady was in the house.
Jill.
Okay. I was gonna check whether her walkie-talkie was working.
She's like trying to get it to work, and she's just getting static over the air.
Okay, but it does have power to it.
But it does have power, yeah.
Okay. And so do our phones. They just don't have signal. Okay.
Yeah, they've got no signal.
The phones, work, but they don't have signals, so I don't...
I mean, it's a conspiracy theory. I don't know how it works or anything. They always talk about shit like this happening, though, you know? These crazy guys on night, they always have these, like, weird, kooky scientists that come on, or paranormal psychologists and all this other shit on there. You guys don't listen to, like, late night talk radio? Seriously?
No, I sleep at night, Rose. Let me ask you something.
I listen to Rush Limbaugh.
Nothing.
But
What?
I do want to. I kind of pat Brock on the shoulder. Hey, you got a car here?
I got a truck pickup.
I put my hand up. Can I give your truck a try?
What, like driving my truck?
I just want to see if it'll turn over. You seem busy here.
Yeah, here. I'll give Horace my key. Don't drive it. It's my dad's. Well,
Yeah,
it's the company's technically for tax reasons, but don't drive it.
And I want to. So while this is going on, I'm going for the construction company truck, and so what Horace wants to do is he wants to try and start the truck. When the truck does not start, he wants to check the engine and see what's going on.
Okay.
Because our cell phones have power, but everything else, but the lines are out, and everything else isn't working right.
Yeah, technically, a pulse would wipe out all modern technology, but
Some things might be better shielded than others. Yeah.
yeah.
But that's so he's a little. He wants to give it a look and see if there's anything he can suss out with his limited mechanical knowledge.
The truck itself is, I'm just going to say this to make it convenient. It's got a manual transmission, and when you go to turn it over, it's like click click, and it won't start immediately.
Oh, it's not even like low whirring or anything. It's just nothing.
Yeah, there's like just a little juice to go. Yeah, click, click, click. You can hear the starter trying to engage, but it's not got enough power to.
Oh yeah, then I'm gonna like pop the hood and try and get a look and see if I can figure anything out.
Meg, we should go try your car, your mom's car.
You can give me a. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
I was just saying, hey Megan, we should go try your mom's car. Maybe we should get this guy to the hospital or something.
Horace, give me like a basically a knowledge check to like think about things.
I mean, I'm using what mechanical knowledge I've gleaned through living with my mother.
Yes, yeah.
To see if I can figure out something, because that seems really weird that suddenly all these vehicles just are given nothing. And I've got one success.
Yeah, you're like, well, your best option that you can think of is to roll start this car with somebody like inside it while you get it rolling, and then you release the clutch real quick and it could pop start the car. Basically, that's an option.
Okay.
Because nothing looks out of place in the engine compartment other than the batteries probably just really low.
Yeah, no, I'll bring all that back to Mr. Brock Jr.
Oh, well, shit.
Yeah, truck's kind of fucked. But I think maybe we could roll start it.
Oh, I've done that with my dad before. I could help.
Well, Rose, I had a question for you about this conspiracy theory about the sun.
Yeah.
Who's conspiring with the sun exactly?
Oh, I don't ever take any of that shit seriously. It's just like background noise. When I work late at the storage place, I always have the talk radio on.
Well,
they just say it's all kinds of shit. Sometimes they say it's like sparks from the sun, solar flares. Sometimes it's the government. Sometimes, I mean, these people are like.
Well, sure, but you brought it up, and it seems like you might be right, because we did see some sun stuff, and now nothing works.
Oh, you mean the aurora? Yeah, that's really, really weird to see.
So you're saying that people think that the government is causing the solar flares?
Sometimes it's the government. Sometimes
that's
the
ridiculous.
sun is
The U.S.
malfunctioning.
government would never do that. Besides, how would they?
And I'm going to look at you a little weird and be like, really?
Of course not.
You really think that?
Somebody else is like, yeah, I don't buy it either. Something's going on.
Oh, come on. The government is out to get us that's why I don't look at the news. I don't trust the government. But because of the aurora, I'm thinking maybe it is a solar flare. I don't know how the fuck it works.
Liz kind of comes to her senses, like, what are you standing around for? We need to get William to the hospital.
Well, we got to get one of the vehicles running because we can't walk him to the hospital. That's just ridiculous. So
I don't know. Like I have offered what little knowledge I have.
Megan, let's try your car. Some old fucking maybe it'll start.
Space laser nonsense.
All right,
Can I use a commanding tone to get some lazy bystanders to maybe help carry William at least to the parking lot while we try to get a vehicle running?
I will help carry William. In fact, I would probably just carry William, but he's not too big of a guy, right?
No.
Yeah, I'll take him. If Liz is okay, if she's fine for me to let go of her.
She is. And Horace, a couple other party goers that were lingering around the other cars are like, we can help you. We can help you. What do we need to do?
Well, I mean, if someone wanted to get his feet, I wouldn't complain.
Yeah, one of you should get his feet. He's probably going to fit just fine in the bed.
Yeah.
I'll get his feet. I'll grab his feet.
All right.
So Horace, you hop in the driver's seat to roll start the truck.
Well, I mean, I assume Brock was going to get in the driver's seat. It's his truck.
Yeah,
Okay.
I will do that.
You've
And
done this before, Brock. You ever pop start these manual before?
Oh yeah, this thing, it's broken down a bunch of times. Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Well, where are we gonna put William so I can help push?
In the bed.
Yeah, I put him in the truck bed
Or, okay.
next to the hammers.
yeah,
Nice.
three people can squeeze into the front bench seat, and then the bed you could get William and maybe 4 or 5 other people crammed back there.
Megan, you want to help me push?
First, let's worry about getting this truck started.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will definitely
Well,
help
I'll help
push.
Okay,
We'll-
we'll help push.
We'll roll through that and say that the truck is now running. Yeah.
Where are we
Oh,
taking
good.
him? Is there a hospital in town?
I don't know. There's a town
Yes.
hall.
Over here,
There
where
has
it
to be,
says
'cause that's where the
hospital.
bus people went. Bus people went to the hospital.
Okay, so
You
we'll
know,
go
we should
there.
probably-
Go ahead and
contact
give
my
my
mom.
mom's car a quick try.
There's only one intersection between here and the hospital, guys.
I mean, this map
can give
is
my car a quick
obviously
try.
safe.
You guys?
Yeah.
Go ahead. I think you should try your car. It's an older beater, you know.
Well, I'm already moving, right? So, like, whoever's in the truck with me is who's in the truck. I know Liz is, and William in the back.
Yeah, I mean,
Or she-
Megan, you can
Or-
mention that, but I'm just saying, let's just get in the fucking truck. We should get a hold of my mom, guys. My mom's the sheriff and everything.
If I leave this car, my mom's gonna have a cow. She's already pissed at me.
I'll make sure we come back for it, okay?
Yeah, how far away is the car, really? I mean, you can throw a rock across this whole town.
We'll come
Yeah,
back.
it's like a couple miles out of town for the party house. Each of you, your parents, Brock, have gone over to, they've gone over to the Gibson's house. It's kind of a typical Friday night thing for them to go over there, play cards, and drink some beer. Horace,
it's their tea party.
and Horace, you got the call from your mom. Again, I named her, unless you want to change it. I was just calling her Paulette. She had called you and had gone into work.
Yep.
Or was on her way to work. And Megan, Martha was the name I wanted to throw out there for your mother. She was at work at the Rusty Tap, the pub there in town. And yes, Miss Joyce Welker, the deputy sheriff, was on duty, working a second shift today. So she was tired and grumpy. And you're on your way rolling into town in the back of the truck and filling up the truck.
Yeah.
All right. And Horace, you in the back with Rose and Megan?
Well,
Yeah.
one of them
Think
could
Liz-
be up here with me and Liz.
Yeah, I was going to say. Liz is like, she's in the center seat, and you got one of those partitions on the window, and she's like, kind of got her arm out, and she's like trying to like comfort.
Yeah.
William.
If any one of the three of you wants to be up here with us, or you can all ride in the back, I don't care.
I want to be with Megan, and there's not enough room in the front. So I'll stay back because we threw William in the back. I'll stand back and try to keep an eye on his blood. Make sure the bleeding's still controlled, and
Yeah.
I'll just keep an eye on him.
I'm gonna keep
Yeah,
an eye
that's-
on him just because something's fishy.
Right. And as you are driving into town, you drive past the warehouse. It's basically where they've stored a bunch of stuff. Brock, your dad keeps a bit of his construction equipment in that warehouse yard. It's kind of a general storage facility for local businesses. And as you drive by, the lights are out. There are some flickering safety lights that are on they're flickering terribly. They should be glowing much brighter on their batteries as you drive past. As you again, these not much to scale here, but that's like a mile to get to the warehouse from the party house, and then about another mile to get to the next intersection by the pub and the pawn shop.
Okay.
But as you approach that, the road is choked with cars. There are a couple cars off the side of the road, an accident that's blocking your way forward, and an overturned ambulance that you can see further down the road.
And
What
that's
the
the
fuck
that's
is
the pub where my
going on?
mom works.
Yes.
Is there any way for me to get around this by going off road?
Yeah, you could farm some people's residential yards.
Fuck them. I'm going.
Yeah.
Roll me up a drive check.
That's a double force.
All right, so not entirely successful. You sideswipe a couple of mailboxes and one of the cars in the driveway on the way through.
Damn it. Ugh. There's just no
Look,
lights,
look back here.
guys. Even the headlights are barely working.
As you plow through some yards. Sorry, go ahead. Someone was that
There's
you?
something fucking going on, guys. It's getting a little freaky out here.
So
Yeah.
when Brock comments like there's no light, I kind of want to glance up real quick. What kind of moon do we have tonight?
It's relatively full. I mean, it's not completely full, but yeah, it's enough light to illuminate the area. Okay,
Okay.
and that borealis is still kind of glowing up there as well.
That was what I was going to ask you, is that the lights were still out. Yeah.
As you plow through a few yards, on your way through Brock, you have to go past the Gibson house, and you see that your parents' car is in the driveway, and the house, you see flames in the backyard.
Would it be like around this area?
Yeah, roughly. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Between the pub and the hospital there on that side of the road.
Well,
Normal
don't-
flames, like a campfire or bonfire.
It's like something in the backyard is on fire. Like the house itself may be in danger.
I think I'm on mission. I know that I have a guy potentially dying in the bed of the truck, so I'm gonna just plan to turn right around and come back here after I drop him off. But yeah, I'm going to the hospital. I'm not stopping for that.
Those of you in the back of the truck, give me an awareness check, basically. We call it awareness, but yeah.
I got 2 threes.
6.
Nothing.
Right. So Megan and Horace, as you guys like peel out of there, you hear this help, we're trapped. As Brock,
Can I jump out then? How fast is Brock's not going too fast, right?
I'm
'Cause
off
he's
road. I can't really be going that fast.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Right.
hop out with Megan.
as you
Wait,
leap,
the people are
move-
trapped.
right, so you leap
Someone's
out of the
calling for
moving
help.
truck.
I'll slow down. If you guys let me know you're about to hop out, I'll slow down.
Yeah. I'm
I'm
getting
going to
out.
pound
Brock.
on the window and say, someone's calling for help. Slow down a little bit.
Yeah, you guys be careful. My parents might be in there. I'll be back in a sec.
All right, cool. Come back for us.
And Horace, you're staying in the truck.
Yes.
Okay. The truck proceeds on towards the hospital. We'll come back to that in a second. As the two of you like run over towards the Gibson house, there's the sharp stench of burning that fills the air. The flickering light of the fire dances wildly, casting long shadows across the lawn. As you round the corner, you see the flames crawling along the fence. But worse yet, there are several of those tight-skinned, grungy, dirty guys walking around. Some of them are ablaze. They're staggering mindlessly, their charred skin crackling as they groan in agony. And you hear again, help, help, we're trapped. And you look up, and there's a good-sized tree house with 2 young boys inside.
Oh crap!
How many?
Uh,
How many of
They
these
right above us.
things?
Or
As you kind of come around the house, there's the fence, and it goes back a ways, and along the back edge of the fence is this tall tree with the kids in it inside
And
their
it's not
tree
on
house.
fire. The treehouse is not on fire.
The treehouse is not on fire, but the fence is on fire nearby, and you see the flames are licking the branches.
Oh,
on
I
the
see.
other edge of
Okay.
the tree.
How many of these mindless ghouls?
There are 4 of them.
Okay, there's 4 of them. So
okay. What is
Then I'm
trapping
gonna-
them then? They got up there somehow. So I'm gonna. I mean, that's Megan's thoughts. I mean, they got up there somehow. How are they trapped?
As you look, you see that there was a ladder that they pulled up from the yard as these dangerous beings. One of the boys like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it!" and he's crying horribly. And as you look around the yard, I don't know if you knew the Gibsons or not, but there's a dead woman lying in the grass.
I mean, it's a small town-ish.
we would know the Gibsons if most of the parents hung out here. We would know them, I would assume.
Yeah. You recognize that Miss Gibson is lying dead in the yard, and her husband is one of the burning zombies.
Jesus Christ, what's
oh my
going
God.
on? I'm gonna
Is there
take
anything
focus.
that I can grab to use as a weapon? Chair or like a lawn chair or something?
Yeah, there's some chairs.
Okay.
There's like some yard lawn equipment, like shovels and a rake and such, kind of leaning against the side of the house as you round the yard.
I'll take a shovel. I'll grab a shovel.
And I'm gonna take focus and aim at the one closest to us.
Okay.
And I got a 4.
That hits one of them. Fatunk.
Does it do anything? Did I get it good enough? Or
It kind of lances through the neck. You see the splotch of goo come out with the arrow on the other side, but it rocks sideways, but it continues to stagger about.
shit. I guess maybe I have to hit it in the head. That worked with the bow.
Yeah, I will run up and hit it in the head with a shovel. A 4 and a 1.
And I apologize, Megan. You are the one with the proficiency in ranged and melee.
Ranged and unarmed, yeah. That's so.
Right, so you go to whack this thing, but it sort of staggers out of the way. The other 3 hear the sound. You like whiff and pa-tung, and kind of hit the fence. The other 3 kind of turn and start moving towards you. And we'll jump over to Brock and Horace.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm tearing up to that hospital as quick as I can. I'm sure Liz is calmed down by now, but she's probably still
somewhat,
very
yeah.
worried.
How's William doing in the back?
Horace is. You're kind of keeping an eye on him there. His eyes have been closed, but suddenly they open wide, and they're like, they're just like, they're hollow and empty. They've kind of got like a whitish tint to them, and his eyes snap open, and his jaws go. He like snaps at Liz's hand that's kind of reaching through, and it's like, So,
Does he get her?
I'm rolling that right now. He like her hand. She goes to pull her hand back, but he gets it. Just bites right into the back of her hand.
I am going to reach through the back and punch him right in his stupid face. Just a downward punch.
Yeah, she pulled her hand back. It draws an arc of blood up across the roof of the truck and splashes you a little bit. You reach back around and punched.
It's real hard to punch while you're driving. I missed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Tunk. Ah. And it sits up and like looks over at you, Horace.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull out the wrench that I've got in my pocket and just smack it upside its head.
Tang. And you have proficiency with that, so that's 3d6.
Yeah, I do.
That's your specialty weapon. You're like,
So
what was
keep
that?
it on me.
I'm trying to think of that martial arts movie. That guy, I think it was, God, what was his name? Can't think of it. Anyway, he slapped some people around with some wrenches.
Well, that's a whole lot of nothing.
Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah.
It was a martial arts film from the 80s. I can't. His name will come to me, but yeah, you try and swing at him there, Horace, but the truck hits a bump and you just kind of miss him a little bit. But since you are sitting there, you can try and backhand him since you didn't do any other actions other than quickly like pull it out, wipe at him once, and you could come back at him a second.
I can try it again.
Yeah.
Wow. My dice are doing so good.
Mm.
And by so good, I mean,
Yeah, we know what you mean.
Not good.
yeah, a whole lot of fucking nothing.
Okay, so that's a miss and a miss, and the truck is. Did you pull the truck over and stop at this point, then, Brock? I guess.
Yeah, if we're in front of the hospital, yeah.
Yeah, as you approach the hospital, you see that the front doors are shattered and swinging open, framed by the faint flickering of the emergency lights, and there are several cars kind of smashed and crunched together just outside, and there are a handful of these, we'll just go ahead and call them the infected, walking around outside. And as you screech to a halt, they kind of like pivot and look over towards you.
I am going to, as soon as I'm stopped, I'm going to open the glove box, pull out I imagine I probably have a first aid kit in there, and I'm going to pull out just a thing of bandages, and I'm going to tie a tourniquet around Liz's wrist to keep that bite from spreading.
Okay. So you put that on her forearm nice and tight. She's like, ah! She kind of lets out a scream. You do see that kind of veiny blackness creeping up her arm.
Yeah. I think what I saw from William let me know that I needed to do this. So I'm going to... Do I need to roll for that or see how good I get?
You can just give me a quick first aid check. Yeah.
I got one success on that.
Okay. So you successfully tourniquet her arm well enough.
Well, if the hospital looks unsafe, I guess we got to turn around and go back and help Megan and Rose. I don't know what else to do.
Well, I would like to try and... I mean, if I'm having trouble smacking this guy, I at least just want to shove him out of the back of the truck.
Okay. Easy
I
enough.
really don't want this guy back here with me. Yeah, you'd think that's easy enough. But no, it is not. It is the opposite of easy enough.
Okay, I will get out of the truck and help you with that.
Right. So yeah, Horace tries to give him a shove, but he kind of like, he's still sort of sitting up and you can't quite get him over the edge, but Brock kind of helps get him out and flop him on the ground.
If I'm already below him, I'll probably just fully throw him off to the side and get back in. And I'll just say to Liz, I'm sure he'll be fine. And then we'll go.
And while you do that real quick, we'll jump back to Megan and Rose for a couple of rounds before you guys get back. A couple of them lunge toward you guys. Oops. Oh, God, where'd that go? Off the far end. That's nice. This is why I have a dice tray. Use it. That is a miss by the creatures.
Floor miss.
So they're close range right now. They're coming at us.
They're coming at you. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna swing my bow.
2 of them are on
at the head.
fire, and 2 are not. Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the guy on fire and whack him in the head with the bow. And I got a 5 and a 4.
You slap him really hard. With the flames on him, he was already taking damage, so this one drops.
Okay, and then my second attack, I'm gonna get the other guy. Another one of them that's coming at me. Like I gotta swing at the one and then back and swing at the other. Just trying to get some kind of something. And I got a 5 and a 1.
Okay. You smack down 2 of this. All right, so you hit that one. Okay, so there's still 1 flaming zombie and 2 that have been injured. 2 non-flamers that have been injured.
Megan, try to get their heads.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing the shovel again at one of the injured infected's head. 6.
That is a solid hit, taking it out. As you do that, the boys are screaming horribly now. The flames from the tree and the fence are now licking at the bottom of their treehouse.
It's at the bottom of the treehouse now.
It has spread quickly through the
Okay.
dry fall leaves.
I'm gonna run to the treehouse at this point. And how high is this tree?
They're about 8 feet off the ground.
Oh, 8 feet.
Mhm.
And okay, how old are they?
Roughly 9 or 10 years old.
Okay. I'm gonna run up. I'm gonna run to the tree and tell them to let the ladder down. Come down the ladder as far as they can, and then jump to me.
Right. As you make your way through the yard, one of the zombies reaches out and claws you as you swing by, taking 1 point of damage
Okay.
from said zombie. One of the others near you, Rose, does the same thing, inflicting 1 point of damage with her claw attack.
Jesus Christ! And I pushed the thing away from me.
Yeah.
Oh God, I hope I'm not infected.
That's going through my head, but I'm just like, we got to get these fucking things taken care of.
You say they more like whumped you, giving you a hard bruise since you've kind of got clothes on, like a winter,
Okay.
not winter, but versus clawing and bleeding. The boys, it's hard to get up to the treehouse as the flames are again spreading out from under it. And they're like, no, wait, no, and they're panicked and don't lower the ladder. And with that, Brock and Horace and Liz roll up out front in the truck.
No, we roll up through the side yard and smash into however many zombies I can hit. I mean, however many infected I can hit.
You hear the roar of Brock's truck coming and like the honking of a horn. And maybe he shouts, "Get out of the way!" And he smashes through the fence. Okay. Give me a drive check there. Yeah.
1 success.
Okay. Megan, you are out of the way. Rose, give me basically an evade check.
Oh
I
boy.
got 5 and 1.
Okay. You dive out of the way just in time as Brock plows through and runs over.
You almost hit me!
Sorry, Rose, you look like one of them.
The last the two zombies that were left. They basically get clunked and fall down, and you mash them with the truck.
Come help
Well.
me get these boys.
Oh, good. Maybe if I save 2 people, it'll make up for the 2 people I just killed. I'm going to pull the bed of the truck under.
Do you say that?
No, I think it. But I'm going to pull the bed of the truck under the treehouse, and so they can like drop down into it.
They quickly do that, and then there's also a dog with them. This kind of like big, fluffy bloodhound named Rufus.
If it's low enough for me to reach while standing in the truck, I'll reach up and get the dog.
Yeah, there's some flames flicking around, but yeah, you're able to get them down.
How did the dog get up there?
The kids carried him, you know. Yeah. They've got like a rope and winch thing with like a blanket with hoisted him up there.
Outstanding.
I want to ask Brock if he knows if the Gibsons had guns in their home.
I don't know. But I am digging out of the back of the truck my sledgehammer from work.
Okay. Yeah, it's like a metal toolbox that locks that you get into.
Oh, I'm thinking of one of those two-handers.
We're supposed to be at this house, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we should go check in the house, though, because my parents are supposed to be in there.
I didn't see your parents, but I saw Mr. and Mrs. Gibson. They're not.
Both of them are no longer with us.
They're not with us.
Was that them that I just killed?
Yeah, one of them.
Gibson
was already dead.
I'm gonna
or turned or whatever this shit's happening to these people.
I'm gonna take a second to look at Liz's wound, see if it's spreading at all. I'm hoping since I put that tourniquet on right away that it's not.
And you see that the kind of like blackish tint of her skin is stopped short of that tourniquet, and you don't see anything above it.
Okay. I know it hurts, Liz, but you got to keep that on. If this spreads, you'll turn into them.
But her hand is turning very purple and swollen and in color.
And am I close enough to take a look too?
Yeah, you can assess her.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look, and I'm gonna be like, Brock, I hate to say this, but we might have to remove that hand.
For now.
I mean, the hospital's fucked, right? You just said so. The hospital's fucked.
We don't know how long this lasts. These people might all drop dead when the sun comes up. And maybe there'll be doctors that can help then.
All right, but if that doesn't happen, we might have to take her hand, okay? Keep that in the back of your head.
Listen, just
just
keep your voice down.
That's the last thing we're going to want to do. But if they don't drop dead at sunrise, she's going to lose her hand from lack of circulation anyways.
I know that.
The National Guard will come. They'll come.
National Guard?
Yeah, I mean, it's a crisis.
Look, just watch out for Liz, and I'm going to take my sledge and stomp towards the house.
I'm going after you because I'm going to definitely be wanting to look and see if they've got other weapons or something inside that could aid us.
All right.
So I'm going to go with you. I'm going to follow you in.
I will open the back door.
I've got my bow ready in case there's more fuckers in here.
I'll
stay with Liz for now.
The boys have hunkered down in the back of the truck.
What about Horace?
Yeah, Horace.
So can I just say that as I'm going through? Can I say that as I'm going through the house, I am very focused.
Yeah, but what was Jason about to say?
I think Horace is going to slink after Brock and Roe.
Okay.
Okay, right. And focus requires like stopping and focusing on a task versus.
Oh, okay.
Your movement takes that away. Right, so the door into the place is unlocked. As you kind of like the inside, the kitchen table, there's some cards and a bunch of like loose dollar bills and pennies and quarters that they'd been using to play cards and gamble with.
Okay, I will just sort of do that thing when people want to call out, but they also want to be quiet. When I'm like, Mom, Dad! It's Brock.
No reply. You just hear the sound outside, the crackling fire, and off in the distance you hear a couple screams and shouts for help, but you don't find anybody in the house.
I'm going to turn to look behind me and see Rose and a skeleton man and say, hey, who are you, by the way?
My name
Yeah.
is Horace.
Oh, Horace. I remember. You look
You do?
different as a skeleton.
I remember you from school, Horace.
You do? Was a couple. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it was a couple grade or two behind both of y'all.
No,
Well, listen,
I recognize. I know who you are.
my sister, she's still in school, so like. Also, listen, I don't really
know you, but I know who you are.
I recognized your voice. I don't really know who you are. It's just my default to say that I remember people because I never do. But also, you're fully painted up like a skeleton, and I don't know how I was supposed to.
I know the name because not very many people are named Horace.
Isn't that an Egyptian god?
And so,
Okay. Anyway, my parents hopefully are in here. I'm going to think about where in this house you'd hole up if you were not infected.
I would say you've done a quick search, even like the basement space and like the attic is just a crawl space, but they're not here.
Then they must have tried to get back to our house.
And
Or
can I do a
to
quick
the party.
search in can I do a quick search in places that would be logically having a weapon, like nightstand drawers and closets, and just
You do find a revolver pistol in the nightstand, but it's got a trigger lock on it.
Damn it. Yeah, maybe. What's the house
What's that,
people's
Horace?
name?
The Gibsons.
Maybe Mr. Gibson or Mrs. Gibson have the keys on them.
Okay. So we're going to rob them now?
Well, yeah. We're going to need this gun until we can get back to my house. I've got one at my house, but
Does it strike anyone else as a little weird how quickly we went from going to a party to robbing and killing townsfolk?
well, they tried to kill us first.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying we don't have a reason. It's just a little weird how quick that switch was flipped, And
Well,
I
I'm
just
just
I wonder
telling ya,
what it
I'm
says
losing
about
my-
humanity that we're just now fully in murder mode.
I'm losing my shit just a little bit right now, and I'm just trying to keep it together. This is pretty fucked, beyond fucked. It's like
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Well, speaking
But
of murder mode, when Rose starts talking about keys to things, I want to get a glance back by the front door and see if they've got like a bowl with key, like somewhere they keep their keys while they're at home.
The
Like
hook.
a
Like
key hook?
people will have like a key like thing, and they put them there so they don't forget them. Or maybe
Yes,
they've got a big glass bowl full of everyone's keys.
they basically got like by the back door, there's a couple of like hooks screwed into the wall, and there's a set of keys hanging there. Looks like car keys and some random keys of some sort.
Yeah, snatch those up and toss them to Ro. Hey, maybe one of these will work.
Do I would recognize a trigger lock key pretty easily. Do I find one?
Yeah, you're able to unlock that trigger lock. There are no bullets in the revolver, but there was a box of about 12 bullets in the same drawer with the gun.
Of course, I'm gonna take both. Either one of you want to take this gun, or you mind if I use it?
I don't like
Because I've got my
guns.
bow, man. I don't need the gun.
I mean, I'm not super well versed in shooting at things, so
I'm
Or
not.
maybe,
either.
you know,
I'd probably be more liability than anything then.
Megan's talking about going off to boot camp. Maybe she's got a little bit of experience with weapons.
We should-
Neither one of you.
We should probably get back out to the truck. We got 2 kids and a bit girl out there with just Megan watching them.
Yeah, we should go. But yeah.
And Megan, while you
crazy shit.
sorry, I talk over it. Megan, as you're kind of hanging out and talking to the kids, Liz is like, "Oh God, I hope they find my parents." Megan, where's your mom? Is she at home?
No, she's at work. She's at the bar.
And the
working.
pub is like about 100 yards down the road. It's not too far off.
Yeah, and I'll kind of look in that direction, a little bit worried, but I'm not leaving the kids or Liz.
Okay. And again, as a reminder, your mom was working at the pub, the Rusty Tap, that night or this night.
Yeah.
And we're at break time, Steve. You want to break at this point? Or
Yeah, I was
Well,
just going to suggest it. This is 10 Pacific, so we'll be back in about 10 minutes, everyone. And we'll see if I ever get to swing this sledgehammer. All right. See you then. Thanks for watching. Welcome back. I hope my parents aren't dead,
Same.
just in general. Also in the game.
Well,
Okay.
You
well,
are-
Mine are.
You're sort of in that residential area. Those
they're
kind of like-
modeling.
you're just north, a little bit north of the pub there, between
Alrighty.
in that residential area, but those houses are abstractly drawn.
All right. So we have failed to find the stone jaws at the Gibson's house, and I think we are heading back to the truck now.
Yes.
So I'm gonna sit back in the cab, I guess. I don't know where to go next. Liz, where do you think they would have gone? Would they have gone to our house, or would they have gone to the party to look for us?
I don't know, but the pub. I mean, what is
Your
the
mom's.
pub on the way to anybody else's house? We could pick up my mom.
we
I
can
ask very
definitely
worriedly.
we can definitely pick up your mom. She's right there, right? Or should be.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, this party looked like it got pretty fucked up. Maybe they're hurt and they went to the hospital.
I hope not. That hospital was bad.
Was it really bad?
The doors were broken in. There was infected milling about all over the place.
Oh, no,
Jesus.
God. She was at the pub, you guys.
Well, let's go stop there first. I mean, we got to check on your mom, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Brock. We'll look for your parents. But
Yeah, I don't know where they are. Let's go get Megan's mom if we know where she might be. Let's do that.
Yeah, you have to go past the pub to get to your house, I would say there, Brock.
Okay. Yeah. Plus, you said 100 yards from here, so let's just
Yeah,
let's
it's
just pull
not
over
far
there.
down the road. Yeah.
It's like in a town like this, that's the length of a driveway.
No, yeah, true.
I mean, it's not a whole small town. I mean, by scale, there's probably like 5,000 people that live in the small town. You know, it's just our map is very anyway. So
Yeah.
you drive down after you've been driving the truck for a while. The battery has had the opportunity to charge up. So you make your way down towards the Rusty Tap. And
right.
as you get there, the old wooden sign is creaking above the entranceway, but the door is standing open, and the lights are out.
Do we hear anything?
As you approach the door in a cautious manner, I assume you do hear. As you get closer, you hear this "Get back!" smash, like a bottle gets thrown, and they're like, "Look out! Get to the side! look out! And you hear again the shouting going on from inside.
Do we recognize the voices?
Brock, you do recognize. You hear Dad's voice. Susan, get down. Not Susan. Yeah, Susan, get out of the way. Look out! And you hear a crash and a boom. Oh, get it off of me! As you are now rushing towards the door, I assume.
Yeah, I'm busting that door right open.
It was open.
Okay, well, if it wasn't, it doesn't matter, because I'm not going to bother reaching for the doorknob.
As you burst inside, my apologies. You notice like the tails have been overturned, stools tipped, and the pool table. Your mother is you see like the top half of her body, and she's got like an infected on top of her, and your dad's got an arm around his neck trying to pull it off, and it's got a firm grip on her shoulders.
Whack! Right in the head. If I can get there in time.
Yeah. As you're like pulling it, your father's kind of yanking it back like this, and take a good solid swing.
Okay. I missed. Don't I get anything for having my special weapon? Does that mean I
you
get
roll 3 dice?
No, I only rolled 2. Okay. I thought it gave me extra damage. It was 3 dice. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, I did get a hit.
Okay, and since it's considered a heavier weapon, it'll do 2 points of damage. You bring that sledgehammer down or sideways, and basically, in the head, kind of like pops like an egg. All the nasty stuff kind of like spills down onto your mom and splashes on your dad. And since he's like pulling it this way, and the head pop, he's like boonk. No longer got anything to hold on to, and the body falls down on your mom.
I'm gonna just move that off. Hey, Mom.
She's like rolled over, and she's just like, oh God, Brock,
Yeah, sorry. It's bad if they bite. Are you guys bit?
No. Your father's like, thanks, son. He's like getting the stuff off of him. Where's Liz?
She's in the truck. It's outside. We got some kids from the party with us. And the Gibson's boys were in the treehouse. It was burning.
And as I come in, is my mom here? Where's my mom?
I'm with you. I'm with
Looking
Megan.
around.
We hadn't seen her, but we came in here and we couldn't get into the supply room. It's got the doors locked.
Megan, why don't you go knock? If your mom's in there, she'll open for you.
I'll give it a try. I'll go knock on there. Hey, Mom, are you in there?
Come. And you hear this. Megan, is that you?
Yeah, Ma, it's
God.
me. Are you all right?
You hear this clatter and crashes behind the door, and then you hear the lock slipping aside, and she throws the door open and bursts out. Oh my God! And she throws her arms around you.
Oh, I'm so sorry we fought earlier. I'll never yell at you again, I promise. You're not bit, are you?
It's like, oh gosh, no, no, I'm okay. They came crashing through the front door, and I immediately retreated into the storeroom, and she looks over at the strong Joe's like, I'm really sorry, I didn't know you were out here.
Don't let him bite you, whatever you do.
We need a defensible place, guys, and we're not far from the police station.
This is true. Plus they have guns.
Well, the front door is intact here, correct? I mean, it was open, but it's not broken.
It was open. Yeah, unlocked for business.
How many windows are does this seem like a decent place to make a stand, or just hole up, or is it mostly glass?
It's got glass windows, but because it is the pub and there's a lot of valuables inside, there are wrought iron bars on the windows.
That's good.
Why don't we get this dud out of here so that we can clean up and maybe hold up? I need to find out if my mom's okay.
Yeah, I'll get Liz and the boys inside and drag this corpse out.
I'm gonna take a look at Liz's hand.
Horace, where's your mom tonight?
Yeah, she's at work. She
Oh,
was working.
shit.
She had to go in and work on the mayor's car because I guess the mayor's got shit to do.
Oh, so
Would that-
she's like a mechanic then.
Would that be over here?
Yes, the gas garage. Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, and I'm trying to look at the map. How close is the police station right across the street?
Vaguely, yeah. It's down the road a little bit. Yeah, there's some other crap between you guys. But yeah.
Not to scale,
Walking-
but that direction.
Walking
That-
distance? Running distance?
Yeah, you could get there on foot. It would just take a couple of minutes to get down the road.
Hey, you guys, I don't want to leave you, and I'm scared to go alone, but I gotta go check on my mom.
You got that gun?
Well, I'll go with you, and then I can keep going to check and see if my mom's doing okay at the shop.
So let's just stick together then. If that's
I want to,
all right.
yeah, I want to leave Liz with the 3 parents that are here, and like, it's insane for you guys to walk. Let's just take the truck.
All
Yeah,
right. And I'm
yeah,
gonna
I
hand
think we-
Megan. Megan, you can handle this gun, right? Because I've got
Yeah,
my
of
bow.
course. I lettered in rifle.
Right.
Right. Do you have any guns here at the bar?
There's a shotgun that got left.
Oh, like, my mom knows
It's
that.
in a cabinet. Your parents didn't know it was in there, but yeah, Megan's mom's like, there's this gun here, but I'm gonna keep it to protect myself.
Yeah, that's what I
Absolutely.
was going to suggest. Yeah, we've got the truck, and me, but we've got the. What was it? A pistol that you had?
The revolver?
Yeah, just a revolver.
Okay,
Yeah,
handgun.
With a few
a
rounds.
6-shooter. Yeah.
Don't let anyone in here who's injured. If they're bitten, don't let them in because they turn real quick.
Yeah, if they can't speak English coherently, don't open.
Well,
And
I don't
Liz
know
is
about
like-
coherently, but William turned in what? 15,
Or
20
Spanish
minutes?
coherently. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Well, if there's language, but
Yeah.
William turned quick, a few
It
minutes.
was fast.
He was bit, and he was trying to bite Horace by the time we got from the party house to the hospital.
So don't
Yeah,
let
about-
anyone in that's injured.
That's
It's bit.
fast.
It's bit. Not injured, but bit.
Liz is like, but I got bit, and she's got it. She's kind of holding her hand. It's been, it's turning very purple.
I'm
and
gonna pull my
swollen.
dad aside. Dad,
What?
Yeah.
Megan brought this up. You might have to amputate the hand.
Oh God, son, I couldn't do that. But if I have to, I guess I could.
Well,
And I'm gonna step up and say, I can do it.
if it's a
If
choice
you guys need me
between
to.
if it's a choice between cutting off the hand or watching her turn into one of those things.
I've butchered many animals. I can take off
Rose?
a hand.
Rose is a family discussion.
I'm sorry. Just don't mean to
Yeah.
interrupt.
Really excited to remove someone's hand.
Yeah, Rose
Senior's
is just,
like, get back. This is family business. I'll
She's
take
just-
care of it. And he looks around.
he's just a little socially awkward. She really excited to be useful to people. There's got to be a
Megan's
knife in
mother-
here.
Yeah, there's a Megan's mother has retreated to the back room and brings out basically a fire axe, the type to chop wood and bust doors open in case of fire.
I've been reorganizing the office because one of my cabinets collapsed, and I happen to have this enormous Bowie knife right on the desk right now.
Nice.
That looks similar to what I got
That's-
Patty for her birthday.
This is
That's
this
a
is
knife. Yeah.
Expendables branded.
That's a knife.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys should see the knife I got for my birthday. It's pretty cool.
Quite the pig sticker, huh?
You know, and I'll pull you aside, Brock, and be like, I don't mean to be like weird or anything. I know I'm a little awkward, but my dad taught me a lot of, you know, first aid, survival type stuff, and he's a pretty tough man. I've butchered a lot of animals, and I don't shy away from blood. And in an emergency, you do what you got to do.
Rose, I understand, but we're going out. My
Okay.
parents are going to be here. I appreciate that you want to be helpful, but my sister's not a pig.
Well, I understand
Yeah.
she's not a pig, and I don't mean to be disrespectful in any way.
All right.
I just want you to know that I have experience in some things that can be like a little gruesome. That's all.
Well, that may be helpful with the many people we're about to murder.
I hope so. I hope so. I think they might already be dead, honestly.
I mean, that's one way we can look at it. If it helps us
It
sleep
helps.
at night, whatever,
It helps. It helps.
whatever works for you.
Megan, your mom pulls you aside and is like, "We heard from your grandmother. I know she lives just outside of town, the south side of town. But if you're going out to help people, you should probably go and see if she's okay as well."
Yeah, no, the cell phones don't work, and yeah, I haven't heard from her, but yeah, definitely we'll check on her for sure. I promise.
And you all pile in the truck.
Yeah. And now it's just the four of us. No NPCs.
And you're going
All of us.
to the police station first to see if you get to check in on
On my
Rose's
mom.
mom.
Yeah, I think that's the thing to do. 'Cause, I mean, they're in order, right? Police station, garage. Yeah.
Yeah, as you roll up on the police station, some of the front windows are shattered and broke out. And there's an abandoned squad car sitting out front with both doors wide open. The shotgun is not in its locked space by the dashboard. And
Shit,
as you
great.
as you are approaching and looking around, I guess each of you give me a quick spot check, awareness check, please.
2 6s.
Okay.
I got
Megan,
a success. 1 6.
and then-
No success.
All right. So yeah, Megan, you're kind of looking around the area and at the other buildings in the area as well. And across the way, you see in the town hall, somebody's using a flashlight, and is repeatedly flashing a series of on off, maybe Morse code with the flashlight. Rose, as you kind of are more fixated on the police station, you see inside that there is a couple of people milling about in the dark, just kind of not doing anything but staggering around in the dark.
Hey guys, there's somebody up in the window doing Morse code.
I'm
Is it
sorry.
reasonable to assume, since I was in the ROTC, that I would know Morse code?
I mean, do they make you learn that there?
ROTC? I think that would be part of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that is the thing or not. Maybe.
Yeah, on the second floor, you recognize a very simple code that's being sent. Help is what's coming over the Morse code light.
I apologize. I
Right.
missed. Did you say that was the second floor of the police station or a building across the street?
I think
The town hall across
Okay.
the way. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I think someone needs help over there.
Well, it looks like inside here, guys, there might be some more of those things.
You sure?
Well, they're just milling about and everything's broken up and nobody's calm. You see how nobody's acting calm. So why would we should be very careful is all I'm saying.
While
I
you're
want to go
having
in and
that,
check on my mom.
while you're having that brief conversation and you're looking inside the sheriff's office, you hear a gunshot ring out, bam, and one of the infected falls over, violently flips over and falls down.
One of these milling around people.
Can we tell where the gunshot came from?
Inside the police station.
Okay, yeah, we should go up there.
So as we approach the police station, do I have eyes on the garage?
Yeah, it's a few buildings down. Yeah.
So do I have eyes on it? Can I get any kind of assessment on it from here?
The garage. Pardon me as I scroll down all of my location here. Garage.
Okay.
You can see the front windows have been smashed out. There are a couple cars parked in the lot in the space. One of them's got like a gas hose stuck into the car, but nobody's there. But you do see a couple of the infected kind of milling around the building and around the corner of the garage from where you're at.
But there's like a couple buildings in between us.
Yeah.
Okay.
And as you guys are discussing that, a few more of the infected stagger out from the alleyways of the buildings nearby.
Guys, I really think we should get into the police station, get our hands on some weapons.
Yeah,
Well,
let's
young,
move.
I want to find out about my mom real bad.
Also, get our hands on Rose's mom.
Okay, so I'm gonna definitely string my bow. And Brock, do you want to lead, or you just want to go in side to side so we have more protection?
I think I'll go first. I'll kick the door open fast. If there's anything in there, right
I'll
away.
need a little bit of distance.
If there's
I'll
nothing,
cover the rear, you guys.
if there's nothing right in front of the door, then I'll move so you can cover the room.
Okay. Sounds good.
Actually, you know what? I'll go down on one knee. You can shoot over me.
Oh, perfect.
As you burst in, you hear a voice like somebody on a bullhorn, like, who's there? Get down.
It's a bunch of people. We're here looking for someone.
Mom, is that you?
It's like, Rose? No, this is Sheriff Halford.
Have you seen my mom?
She's not here. I don't know where she is. Last I saw her, she had the mayor in tow.
Can you open the door? There's 4 of us here. We're not infected. We're not bit.
There are 3 infected still milling about in the lobby between you and where you can now see Sheriff kind of like poke his head up from behind a barricade of benches and such.
You know what? I'll walk to the closest one and try and kill him.
All right. It's like, all right, fine. The sheriff shouts.
I got 1 hit.
All right.
With my sledge. 2 damage.
You move up and slap one down pretty good. One of the others nearby is going to lurch at you, Brock.
Okay.
Giving you basically just going to crashes into you, dealing 1 point of damage.
All right.
Cat,
I'm
that attack is not good right now.
I'm gonna take focus and aim at the one that's attacking Brock. And I got a 4, so that's a hit.
That is a hit with your expanded marksman ability. Let's see. That is that one, and that one is wounded. Okay. There are 2 more staggering about.
Okay. I'm kind of surveying behind everybody first before I turn around. Are we clear in the rear? For now?
The zombies that were outside that came out of the alleyways are now closing in behind you.
So that's a no. I'm gonna focus.
Zombies infected, excuse me.
I'm gonna focus, and then I'm gonna take a shot at one of those zombies or infected. Excuse me.
All right. for the audience, we
Yeah,
discussed in our
some of
player
those on the
chat. It's
floor.
like, in a game like this, you kind of like zombies don't exist in pop culture. So
Yeah, we don't have that word.
we don't, that word
I
was
got
coined
a-
in the 40s or something. But yeah, anyway.
I got a 3, 4, and 5.
So yeah, your gunshot is solid, hitting one of those, and it kind of spins it in place, and it falls to the ground. But you see it kind of like slowly start to push itself back up onto its knees.
Jesus.
It's trying to stand.
So, can you help me understand the space? We're in the lobby of the police station, but
Mm-hmm.
so Megan shooting backwards out of the door, right?
Yeah, the smashed windows and door. Yeah.
Okay, so we could just close the door.
It's smashed, isn't
It's
it?
too smashed. Wouldn't help.
Yeah,
Okay.
it wouldn't help. Yeah. Horace, real quick.
Yeah.
Did you run into the police station with them, or did you?
Apparently so. I think I got voted in.
You do what you want to, man. You either went with them or not. That's your choice.
I mean, is there any like I'm a runner, not a fighter. Like, is there anything I can get to that would be like a good weapon in this like area of the police sheriff's station?
There's some broken stools and chairs. A couple of like broken chair legs, table legs.
Are there any guns in this area of the police station?
Give me a look around, a search check, basically.
1 success.
All right. As you're kind of kicking through a lot of the debris and rubble while the others are slapping around the infected, you do find a discarded police revolver.
Cool.
Somebody's getting fired for that.
I mean, if they survived.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
they're alive to get fired, yeah.
So your
Can we
action was
call-
to find that pistol. You still can do an attack if you choose.
I mean, I'm not super confident in my ability to shoot things. Really, I was hoping to find some sort of weapon lockup that I could try to break into.
From experience and knowledge, I don't know if you've been in the police station, but those are generally in a back area away from the lobby. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
probably
saying.
where the sheriff is holed up. Probably is where
There's a
that
couple-
is.
What do they call them? P91s or what? I forget what they call the
Literally,
tonfa stick that they use.
I'm
That's
just trying to
right.
leverage my abilities.
That's over.
If we can
my
get
head.
through this, maybe we can find the weapon lockup. I know where it's at.
Sheriff's like, the weapons are ours. You can't have them.
But there's other people in the town. You're cops. Aren't you supposed to help people?
Can I
Nah, man,
tell
cops
if
are
any of
just
these?
here for property.
Can I tell if any of these dead are civilians or police officers already?
Some are, like a couple of them are civilians. The others are turned cops.
So that you can tell with their uniforms. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Look, it looks like to me that both cops and civilians are being attacked here. So we're here to help. Looks like you can use it.
I mean, he said your mom went with the mayor. Maybe the mayor went to get his car.
Yeah. Well, let's take care of the rest of these. We're just yelling back and forth. Let's
It's
get
like,
rid of these dead and then let's
Yeah, I
get the hell
I
out of
really
here.
don't want to engage with these things if I don't have to.
Yeah. As you're talking, though, a couple of them come at you, Megan and Brock. Or Brock already got thumped. Horace and Rose.
Yeah.
Megan, that's 1 point of damage. Rose, that's 1 point of damage. as they kind of like bump and jostle into you and try and grab at you. Horus, that is also a single point of damage.
No evade for Horus.
No evade? Okay. You can if you wish. You still have
No,
that.
I did.
You tried but didn't. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we come back around to you guys to act, for your...
I'd like to kill the guy that just bumped into me, because apparently
Okay.
that's the kind of person I am now. Did not hit him. I'm off balance, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
You take a quick step back to get a good line of sight. A piece of debris on the floor kind of twist your ankle slightly. It doesn't harm you, but puts your swing off.
I will take my second action to try again.
All right.
That time I got 2 hits. Or 2 successes.
All right. And you smack this guy down. Boom. He's down. That leaves 2 left.
That'll teach him to
lobby
stagger mindlessly into my shoulder.
and
Okay,
4 outside.
I'm gonna shoot towards one of them with my bow, and I got 2 5s.
Okay. You take out another, so there's 1 left. That's
And
unharmed,
focus my-
and again there are 4 outside the building.
So since I had my arrow ready, do I have another action? No, because I'd have to load my bow again. But I could swing at it, right? I could melee him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna take the end of my bow and go and try to hit the other one. And I missed.
Yeah. It's just a short step to the closer one, missing. The 4 outside stagger closer. One of them kind of flips and falls over the broken windowsill. 2 more are stuck outside, but 1 staggers through the front door.
Okay. Am I near the broken windowsill? No, I'm near the door, right?
Yeah, there's 1 coming in.
I'm actually near the
behind
door.
you.
So I'm gonna take a focus shot at one of them that's out there staggering. And that is a 3 and a 4. So
That's a
those,
success for you, right? Because
Yeah.
of your marksman. Yes.
my
okay.
marksman.
Okay. We'll say you finished that 1 off. 1 you shot earlier.
Is
And,
there another way out of this area we're in?
there's an exit door, kind of
is
halfway
there a
back.
side exit.
Yeah, there's a side exit behind the yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just to get the rest of the group's attention and point at the exit as I start to move towards the exit.
Okay. Yeah, you can reach it in your turn. Easy enough.
Yeah, but I want everyone else to know that there's an exit here, and we should go towards this exit without making a big ruckus,
Yeah.
so that if the ghouls or whatever, they keep coming where they think we were, as opposed to going around the side to where we're trying to go.
Yeah. I like it. Let's do that.
I'm gonna just acknowledge that I saw you. Understood that that's what you were doing.
Yep, I'll give a good solid nod.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The one you finished off there by you, Megan, is out. The one that fell through the window takes its action to kind of stand up, and the others just kind of move closer, but they can't do anything as that's their movement and turn. There's 1 upright zombie that the sheriff shoots with a rifle from behind the barricade, taking it out. And then you see 2 people run up behind the zombies outside and smack them down with a couple of improvised weapons. There's 1 left.
Do we recognize those people?
Yeah.
You possibly. 1 second here. My apologies. NPCs.
Granny?
That'd
No,
be
no.
awesome.
No granny. No granny.
It's little Timmy Johnson from down the street.
Should be holed up in our house somewhere. Let me see. Let me pull up that NPC. I apologize. I didn't have this open. Where did it go? Here we go. Yeah, you recognize one of them is the younger brother of Brock's rival. He's got on a football uniform, and beside him is another one of his buddies. And I still didn't find that list. My apologies.
Danny?
Skip that.
It's all right. I know the kid. The kid is Danny Rothschild. I know that.
Yeah, he's the kid brother of your rival. He's like, Brock, what are you doing in there? This is crazy.
Yeah, come in here, Sheriff. How many men do you have in there with you, or women, whatever?
It's just me and one of the deputies.
Please come out and help us. We have to save more people.
Yeah, no kidding. What are you doing hiding? That is un-American.
It's unpolicing.
It's just cowardice is what it is.
He kind of
What
stands up.
America do you all live in?
We're just fucking
Look, we're trying to
kids.
do like a pep talk. Let's not get all. Yeah, come on.
We just thought it would blow over, but we were overwhelmed at first.
Well, it might blow over, but in the meantime, until it does, we've got to save the people that aren't infected.
He's like, all right. And you hear the other deputy, it's Deputy Fife. No.
No, stick with
Please.
that.
Yeah. He's like, he's kind of like, gee, Sheriff Halford, how are we going to get out there and take care of these guys? I'm kind of afraid. I ain't never had to do nothing like this, Sheriff.
Haven't you always wanted to shoot random townspeople in the head? Now's your chance.
Oh my gosh. And Halford's like, Jiminy Christmas, give me my gun. And he like kicks the barricade over. Right, we're taking to the streets. And he like pushes past you guys out into the streets and like,
Oh, I'm
starts
glad that
running
was
down and,
such
like,
an effective barricade.
Where are you guys?
weak from the backside, you know.
Listen, we
So
need
they
to get
just
to the
took off?
town hall. Someone was flashing a light for help in the window.
Yeah, guys, I'm kind of worried that might be my mom and the mayor there.
Let's get over there.
Well, wait. Well, is this our opportunity though to look for those weapons, or I mean,
Well, yeah, it's that too.
Yeah, there's some shotguns and stuff back there. The sheriff's like, he's reluctant to let you take them though. But you guys are just kids.
I'm going into the. Excuse me, I'm going into the Marines.
Yeah, we're all eligible to join the army.
I've got
You
plenty
sponsored
experience
me on the
firearms,
rifle
sir.
team, if you remember.
He's like, fine. Just don't shoot anybody.
Also, I'm
Isn't it
literally
infected?
bigger than both of you.
You can do
So,
more
yeah, you
damage
can
with a sledgehammer.
Yeah, I plan to. I don't want a gun. I'm just saying we can take one.
Yeah, there are some pump action shotguns you can take. Horace, what are you doing during all that?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to slip out this side door and make a run for the garage.
All right.
Worried
Well, you
about
guys
my
are all talking with the sheriff. Horace disappears out the slide door.
Because
Can I make
Horace
a check?
has
Sorry, I was just
I'm
saying, can I
sorry.
make a check to see if I notice that? Because I think if Brock notices, he'll go with him.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and do that.
Yeah, I did.
Right. So yeah, while you're like
Right.
walking back and forth with the sheriff, Horace just sort of tries to quietly slip out, and Brock, you do see
He's
him
not trying to
fail.
quietly slip out. He's just like,
Not
y'all are
interested.
talking about all this other shit, and I think my mom is like 3 buildings over, and you know what? I'm just going.
Okay. I mean quietly, like you just go without saying anything. Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying? Okay.
Yeah,
But
and
he
I
did
I'm
probably,
not trying to like, make anyone come with me or nothing.
not to retcon anything, I think I probably go when I notice that he's missing.
All right.
Yeah.
As he pops out the door, Brock follows behind, just as the sheriff is like agreed to run out into the street and take out any of the infected. There are more than milling about down the street in this kind of like thicker part of town.
Megan, will you
Horace-
come with me? I gotta
Yeah.
get into that side
I
bill.
think
and
we
see
should
if
go.
I can find my
We'll
mom.
go across the street. You think your mom's there with the
think
mayor, the town hall?
Somebody needs help, anyways, even if it's not my mom.
Okay.
So you go out the front door to cross over to the town hall. As you get closer, you can see through the glass that there are the silhouettes of individuals up in that window that are flashing the light. And once they see you kind of coming up, they stop flashing the light and are like thrumming their fist on the glass. Make sure that you're actually coming for them.
How many stories up are they?
Second story. There aren't many
Okay.
two-story buildings in the town, so, other than the
Gotcha.
hospital and the town hall. Horace, as you kind of book down the street and get close to the garage.
To be clear, I am trying to go around the back of the garage.
Absolutely. Okay. As you go down that way, there's there's like a back entryway. You see your mom's car parked out back. The door itself is closed, but it is a garage. It's got like you can drive in one side and out the other. So there's a garage door.
Well, I mean, is it locked?
The garage door is. Sorry, go ahead.
Is there a regular people door?
Yeah, there's a regular people door.
And is that locked?
No, it is not.
Okay, then I'm going to carefully enter the building.
As you slowly open the door and peer inside, there are 3 infected standing around. You see the mayor's car. You know what it looks like. It's been sitting at the shop for a couple days. It is up on like the hydraulic lift. There's like a chair beside it. And inside the car is your mother, but there are 3 infected lingering around the car. One of them is Miguel, the sick employee that she came in to work for, who was sick.
Is there, like, is there like a, so I want to like try and distract them. Like I want to like find something I can throw for like away from where we are, like away from the car, preferably like out the other side of this room. If this is like the garage proper,
Plenty of like random car parts and tools. Yeah.
Yeah, but like I want to throw something like through, so it makes noise out front to attract these things to go that way.
Okay. Yeah, just give me basically a ranged attack. As you basically, it's just a check to throw something
2
successfully.
successes.
Okay. Yeah, partial success would have gotten you halfway there, but yeah, you chuck something outside, and the noise as you throw it, and with 2 successes, we'll just say it like clatters and hits something else, like a outside there, and it makes a lot of noise, and they like, and they kind of turn and head out in that direction.
Well, there's like one of those like pyramids of oil cans.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I just lob it at that. That falls over, makes a whole clatter of noise.
You're making me feel insecure about my decision to kill.
I just like Horace isn't really super like I can do it. I can hurt people. He's more of a I want to avoid like any kind of conflict, as opposed to putting myself in the jaws of death.
Oh, I get it. I just, I swing a hammer.
I mean, I'm only 17 years old, man. I'm a child.
Well, I mean, yeah, sorta.
Normally I kick around with a cut-off shirt with a really goofy screen print of a pug with angel wings on it.
Okay, I don't. But I.
So really,
We understand you so much more.
Anyone who gets it.
I do swing a hammer.
Yeah, no, you're good at that.
I don't want you to think I'm one-dimensional or anything.
As you're having this conversation, your mother opens the door and she steps out. The chair that she had used to climb had been knocked over, but she's able to drop from the car onto her feet okay. And she rushes over. She's like,
Mom,
are you okay? And
I mean, define okay. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Where are we gonna go?
Hey, Brock,
Yeah.
what are you doing here?
Well, I didn't think you should be walking around by yourself, so I followed you.
Oh, thank you. That's really sweet of you.
You're welcome.
Maybe, do you know where everyone else went?
Yes.
Where did everyone else went?
Sorry, they went to the town hall. Remember we saw the flashing light? Rose thinks it might be her mom. Also, the sheriff was helping.
Well, let's all go there then, Mom.
Yeah, the more not in thick, bitey people we can get together, the better.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a not great situation.
Yeah. Let's go try and save the mayor or whatever. My parents and some other people are in the pub, and they're holed up. So let's see if we can get the town hall people together with the pub people and the sheriff, and then I think we got a handle on it, right? For now.
Define handle on it?
At least until sunrise, I feel like we'll all feel a lot better once we can fucking see.
I mean, there's a decent... Come on, man. There's a decent moon out. There's this whole fucking lights in the sky bullshit.
Oh, I'm not saying it's pitch black, but I mean, you've heard of daytime, right?
Yeah.
It is better.
Yeah.
Okay.
meanwhile,
Meanwhile,
several minutes have passed, but we need to jump back in time to Megan and Rose approaching the town hall. There's only one entrance that you can get in through, and that's the front door.
Okay.
And is the front door closed or open?
As you come around, the large wooden doors are closed. And
I'm going to acknowledge that I see those guys up there banging on the windows. I'm going to acknowledge them. And I just don't... I'm scared shitless. I've got my bow strapped. I grabbed my arrow from the guy I shot back there. I've grabbed my arrow. I've got it strung up.
Rose,
Yeah.
you open the door. I'll take a kneeling position and focus and be ready to shoot.
All right. Okay.
Okay, yeah. As you approach the door, you do hear the low guttural moan of some infected coming across from the gazebo in the center of that circle in the town, walking towards you. One of the infected is a small child who looks to be about 5 or 6 years old.
It'll be easy to kill.
that's edgy.
Oh, Jesus.
It's an
Child
edgy kind of
zombie.
night.
Ah,
kids
crap, it's
too?
a kid.
And just a side note, but that was like one of the moments when The Walking Dead just hooked me when he took the little girl out in the first 5 minutes of the show.
That happened
Yeah.
in 28 Days
Oh.
Later as well. The first person he killed was a little kid.
Like it sets the tone right there. They're not
Well,
afraid.
and that was pretty creepy because he's looking around all those cars. Anyways, we could go on forever, but
Yeah.
now we see a
Yeah,
little.
here I'm thinking which one of us is going to be Ken Forey
So
from Dawn of the
But-
Dead.
Yeah. It's going to take them a little bit of time to get to you from the gazebo, so you can still deal with the front door and everything in the town hall.
well, I'm wondering. I'm gonna ask Megan, what do we do? Should we take care of the guys out here before we open the door? Because we don't know how many are going to be in there too. We don't want.
You don't know how
These
many are
guys
going to be
find
out
us-
here.
Right. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, I can shoot them from here.
Right, but they can just keep coming from outside.
So you want to get inside
So I
as
think we should
quickly as
clear-
possible.
We just clear the inside and get the extra people. If it's your mom, she's got weapons. And come
Well,
back out
yes. All right. Let's get inside as quick as possible then.
here. I think so. Yeah, and I don't want to kill that kid.
Well, I don't want to kill the kid either, but I also don't want it to bite me.
Well, then let's get inside.
All right.
Maybe
Kind of
the
a chicken
sheriff-
shit,
maybe
but
the
I
sheriff
don't want to
will
get
come
bit
across
by
it.
anything.
The sheriff's out here.
Right, so
Go ahead and open the door. So open the door, and
Okay,
I've got
so I'm gonna open the door. I've got my bow and I've got my arrow, and I'm gonna open the door. It's kind of encumbered,
yeah,
So
Got it open.
if there's an infected right there, I can take a shot right away.
and the sheriff and Deputy Fife are with you as well, but they're a little more concerned about what's happening across the street as you swing the creaky door open and step in. You get a kind of a good look inside. The moonlight is shining through the windows. The lobby is dimly lit by that. There's a chandelier hanging overhead. There are papers scattered across the floor, and the faint smell of smoke lingers in the air. And there are a handful of infected on the stairs and milling about the lobby.
Okay. No sneaky sneak.
As the door creaks open, they do that kind of like stiff turn towards the sound of the door.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and take my first shot then.
Exactly. It's just the thriller. That's it. Don't want to get any copy strikes, so I'll just drop 3 notes.
No. I got a 5 and a 6. So I'm shooting at the closest one to me.
It's dark. It's hard to see. I mean, it's dimly lit. You can't really get a good look at these, but you know they're the infected. You take a shot, and your bullet hits this zombie infected. Excuse me. It spins and falls into the moonlight, and you see that it is a little old lady that you have polished off. And
it's
another
okay,
one-
Megan. It's us or them.
Okay. I'm gonna go inside and just kind of make room for Rose to enter.
I'm gonna come in, and you said it's dark, but I can see their shapes, but I can't really see detail. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, one of them, as the shot is fired and the noise kind of staggers forward into the moonlight. They're dressed in a tattered suit. Their face is pale, with dark circles around their sunken eyes. And their hands are stained with ink and blood. And as they move towards you,
I'm gonna shoot twice then. I'm gonna shoot first. I got one success, a 6,
he's moving fast.
and another 6.
He comes right at you. You boom, hit him. You're shooting him with a gun at this point, or your bow still? You're shooting him with a gun, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay. So this one's surprisingly quick. As you fire that first shot, it moves forward really quickly. Just as you fire that second shot, it like falls on top of you. You may let me see if he actually falls on top of you. Yes, he bumps into you and knocks you down, dealing 1 point of damage. You recognize this as one of the local office workers who's like a health nut. Just, has always been in really good shape and taking care of himself. So he's a fast zombie, so to speak.
Right. He's Mr. Speedy.
Speedy pants.
So
but
he's
there are
on
two,
me. He's on me, and I've taken damage.
Yeah,
Right.
his full weight fell on you. You'll have to get out from under him.
Oh, crap, Rose.
But he's dead. Or
He is dead.
Okay.
He's unmoving.
Okay.
But the other two moved closer. Yeah.
All right.
Did the sheriff and follow us in, or still outside taking care of that?
You hear some shots from outside. Brock
Okay.
and Horace, as you're like making your way over there, you see the flash of the sheriff's shotgun and the flash of Barney Fife's shotgun in the distance.
How many bullets does Barney have?
He only had one, right?
Yeah, he
His
only had
pistol
one.
In the
He had to keep it in his pocket, and he
Yeah.
wouldn't let him load it.
He's not quite that Barney Fife. But yeah.
Okay. Okay.
He's got himself a pump action shotgun.
Oh wow! All right.
As well. So,
One step above.
but yeah, as you see the sheriff shoot and find, and you hear some gunshots from inside the town hall.
Yeah, hey. Wait, Mom, is there a... Do you know if there's a back door to this place?
There is a back door, yeah. It's usually locked. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see if we can get in through the back door.
We can.
Oh, yeah, we can.
Yeah.
But...
yeah, let's see it.
Right. You guys move around towards the back door.
Yeah.
As you are doing that, you round the corner and there are two infected standing there.
No, there's only one.
Did you successfully? You come around and like, oh crap! Smack.
I'm just assuming. Yeah, I got a hit.
All right. Yeah. I'm not even going to roll initiative because they're slow. They're moving slow. And there's one left.
Brock, can you cover me while I try and get this door open?
Sure, bud.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and pick the lock.
All right. So you move to pick the lock. Your mother like gives that second infected a good solid shove. So it staggers backwards and doesn't, but it does try to hit her.
Uh-oh.
It does slap her around a little bit, but she only takes a single point of damage.
Mom, stay safe.
That was only one attack. Can I hit this other zombie too?
Yeah.
Or,
It took an action to round the corner, so it would.
Okay. Well, I would have missed anyway.
Yeah, it'll be Horace's turn to try and unlock the door first before we come back to you, Brock.
Oh no.
Not even with your nimble fingers rolling.
Yeah, no, I rolled 3 dice and I got a 1, 3, and a 4.
Um,
I thought it was 4 or 5 with the nimble. No.
He rolls 3 dice and with the 4, I'll say you're partially successful. You get the thing and you're like twist it and you realize that you're almost there but not quite.
Yeah.
And we'll circle back to Megan and Rose.
So there's 2 more.
There are 2 left in the lobby, and one now coming down the stairs like thump thump thump.
Megan, help me get this goddamn guy off me!
I'm kind of split. I'm gonna actually hang on, Rose. I'm gonna actually take a shot at the nearest zombie. It's 2 3s and a 4, so that's a hit.
With your improved marksmanship.
That's with the shotgun. So,
blam! That one's gone.
Is there the second zombie's on the stairs still, or?
There is another one coming in. It just tumbled down the stairs and is trying to get to its feet. So there are now
so
2 left then.
one is coming at me still, or at us still.
Yes.
And one tumbled down the stairs.
Yeah.
All right, then I'll take another shot at the one coming towards us. 4 and a 6.
Okay.
With the shotgun again.
All right. That polished him off. The one standing up at the stairs, he's slowly standing up. It's going to be a moment before he gets to you.
Hang on, Rose, I'm coming.
Rose, just give me you're trying to get this off you, so just give me 2d6 and see if you get a successful, because he's heavy. He's a big kind of bodybuilder, strong guy. Yeah. You're like, you're able to roll him off.
Maybe.
Yeah. It takes some effort, but yeah, you get his weight off of you.
Hip escape.
Okay, so can I, as I get out, I've seen the guy on the stairs, can I take aim and shoot at him?
I'll say no, since it took most of your action to get that guy off of you.
Sure.
You have to like get into position and take aim. So
Okay.
you could try, but I would call it a disadvantage.
Would
Since
it be
it's a
one
hurried
dice?
shot. Yeah, it would just be one dice to try and hit him.
Well, what the hell? Let's see what happens.
Yeah, you're no Legolas. You can't just roll over, hop up, and fire an arrow without any.
Nope. Not
Okay.
even close.
It was
Stab
worth
a
a
guy
try.
with an arrow and then shoot it at someone other.
Yeah, and hit 4 in a row. Boop boop boop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And lined up.
You don't know me?
All right, so we circle back to Horace and Brock. Horace, go ahead and try and finish that lock off.
Yeah.
Even a partial success will finish the job.
There's one success.
Okay, so you jimmy the lock, and the door is now unlocked, and you may open it.
Carefully. Open it.
Na, 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 na. Okay. As you carefully open it, I just rolled to see there's nobody on the other side. It's an empty hallway.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn back to my mom and Brock and
Isn't there still an infected out here?
There's
Yeah.
still one infected that that Horace's mom had.
on.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to kill that guy before I try to move away. I got 3 successes.
With a solid hit.
Yeah,
it goes down. Yeah.
His head goes off somewhere.
Yeah, it's like you've hit a golf ball. Just home run.
Don't worry, Mrs. Manlove.
You knocked his block off.
Oh.
And the hallway, again, very dimly lit. The safety lights, the batteries are pretty much fried, but they're just kind of flashing, giving off a dull light. But hallway is clear ahead. Several closed doors along the way, though.
Are there any doors that look like they lead to stairwells?
Since you're kind of at the back of the building where it would be kind of an escape route, there is a stairwell door right there. Yes. Thank you for saying so.
Yeah, that's what I'm going. That's what I am carefully going for.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's put your mom in the middle between us.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
You enter the stairwell. You hear the moaning of the infected above you somewhere up the stairs.
Okay, maybe I should be going first.
You'd think we would have noticed these things.
Well, how? They're upstairs.
In the last day, they seem to be everywhere.
Well, but maybe it came on real fast, like what happened with William. Maybe it's only been going on a few hours.
I don't know, man. I'm just a dumb fucking kid.
Listen, you took that gun from the sheriff's station, right?
Oh, yeah. Hey, do you want that?
I don't.
Oh.
Do you want it, Miss Manlove?
Oh yeah, she takes it. I'll
Okay.
take that.
Cool. So maybe I'll go first, and then you can shoot past me if you need to.
Yeah, as you say, the logic of an outbreak like this, there's an explanation.
Well, I mean, if they all turn in a few minutes, it could easily happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy
It
though.
just feels from my perspective, like from Horace's perspective, like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Like everywhere we're going, it's like they're already fucking there. And yet nobody knew anything about this coming.
Well, when you think about what we witnessed was one person getting bit by one infected, but like in a crowded area, one infected could bite many people, and then you'd suddenly have a lot.
Yeah.
You know, like a football stadium full of people.
Oh,
it would break out quick, and then everybody retreating to their respective safe zones, like the town hall and everything. People getting out of town.
All right. Well, we'll go in that hallway.
Up the stairs, there's like two. They're like doing this like thump thump. They're trying to they're beating on the door to the upstairs hallway that's closed.
I'll attack one of them. I got a hit.
Okay. That takes one down. As you smash it, the other one turns around.
Yeah, I think Mom should try and plug that one.
Yeah, that'd be
Okay.
nice.
You want me to roll for it? You roll for it. That's cool. Yeah, there you go. The first shot hits it. It pushes it back against the wall, and it kind of slumps down on its butt, but then it tries to push itself back up onto its feet.
My ear was loud.
Yeah, Horace is just gonna try and dash up and just stomp the shit out of that thing.
Go, Horace.
Just give me a two dice.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Mrs. Manlove was the rifle coach.
I got a success.
Yay, Horace! Okay. Yeah, you give that head a good solid squish, and it cracks under your boot or shoe. I'm not sure what you're wearing, but yeah, they're both gone. And from the other side of the door, you hear somebody's like, "Who's out there?" And we'll cut back to Megan and Rose.
Okay, so there's that one that fell down the stairs. Is it close enough in range for a shotgun shot, or do I need to get closer?
Yeah, you just take like a few steps forward, you can get to it.
All right, I will take a shot at it. And 2 3s and a 4, so that's a hit. Yeah.
All right, taking it out. The way ahead is clear, Megan and Rose.
Come on, Rose, let's go. Let's get up there.
All right, so let's get up those stairs, and I don't know. Okay, let's just go for it. Try to be quiet but quick.
You're okay, right? That guy was big.
I'm just in shock. I mean,
you didn't break any ribs.
No, I'm all right. This is just so fucked. Great first date, eh? Guess you can't say I'm boring.
Kind of cool, yeah.
You're trauma bonding, yeah. As you go up
like
the
all
stairs,
lesbian relationships.
Yeah.
The stairs themselves goes up. It's kind of like this crescent space that looks down on the lobby, and then that big chandelier out in the middle. And with that crescent space, there are doors leading off. A couple are open, but from where you are to the right is the door that would be to the office where the people are stashed or hiding out.
That's not the same door where the guys are at?
We don't see Horace in them.
No, they're at the back of the building. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They just came up that stairwell.
And there's no walking Grossos up here.
No, not where you're at.
Okay.
Okay. I guess
So I think
we'll
we
head
should
up to
knock
the
on
door
the
and
door.
then bang on it. Hey,
Mom, are you in there?
You hear this crash and clutter and smash. Rose, it's you. Hold on, we gotta. You hear them pulling the barricade against the door down to
What
get
the
in.
hell are you doing up here, Mom?
And as they get the barricade and the door swings open, cowering in the corner is the little Weasley mayor, Mayor Jones, for lack of a better name.
Mayor.
Thank God, we're saved.
And they're like, "What's Your mother's like, what's going on out there? We lost contact. The radio's full of static. We don't know what's going on.
Oh, it's
People
the
have been-
apocalypse.
Fighting people."
All these grossos walking around, Mom. We
So many sick people.
burn within like their hour.
It's-
And
I lost everyone for a second. You're all frozen
Just for
now.
a second.
Wait, you're coming in.
Can you hear me?
I hear
Yeah.
Mia. Nobody's moving though.
I'm not.
Hello?
Oh, I turned into a J for a second.
Yeah,
And
that
now
happened
I'm-
twice. Oh, now I got everyone. Okay.
there we go.
They've also opened the barricade from the other side. They're in this long conference room that stretches that whole side of the building, basically. And you all have now regrouped in that long, empty conference room. So yeah, Brock and Horace and Miss Manlove are all there as well.
Mom, we were at that party and this got bit and he turned. I swear he turned so fast.
Yeah, it's also all the power's out. Whoop. Dang.
Yeah, we've been. Can you hear me, Steve?
Yeah, I can hear you. I just can't see you now. Oh no, you're back.
It was like
I think the network is trying to tell us something.
we can wrap it here if you do want to do a second session.
Yeah, it's
We're
fine. Let's
getting
do it
to
next
that
week.
point.
We got nothing on the schedule yet anyway.
I'll just say, like, the mayor kind of gets up and his assistant's like, "Sit down, you coward." And the mayor's like, but, like, and his assistant kind of gives him a brutal slap. "Shut up. You were keeping it secret. The outbreak, the hospital employees getting sick and going home. It's no surprise that this didn't happen a day sooner."
And I'm going to look at him and say, what the fuck?
You mean our elected
Wow,
officials were keeping something from the public?
Oh my gosh.
One whole day sooner.
And I'm going to look at Megan and say, this is why you don't trust the government.
No,
I mean-
this is why you don't trust people.
Okay, there's a philosophical debate we can have at a later time. Right now, we need to not trust the people who want to bite us to death.
True.
Sure.
Yeah.
The mayor's assistant is like, "We had contacted the CDC and they came and had a look around, made some phone calls and then left. They didn't tell us anything."
Why would they just all left?
Well, they just told us to, like, be prepared that they would come back with the National Guard, just in case.
Yeah. Where are the National Guard? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I'm
Just in
surprised.
case.
I mean,
Well, the mayor has to call for the National Guard.
they were here yesterday, and we would have expected them here today, and we should have called off the football game. From what I understand, somebody got bit, and then the whole thing went crazy. One of the nurses that was there to help treat the football injuries, if anyone got hurt, was apparently infected. Oh, God, I can't believe everything's just turned to shit so fast. What a storm of shit.
Shit. I'm going to
Shit.
scowl at the mayor and say, you little weasel piece of shit.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Not your fault.
Well, in the mayor's defense, how many times has this ever happened before?
That we know about.
Right. Well, you see what I'm saying? Like, how could he have known?
CDC is pretty serious,
Well,
is all I'm
that
saying.
part's true. Yeah.
And gathering people when the CDC is here and says, hey, we'll be back because something, You don't hold a football game or a fucking Halloween party. You tell people to stay home.
You know what? You're right. I'm going to turn and backhand the mayor.
Thank you. Do.
Roll me a melee attack.
I missed. I hit him. It doesn't hurt, I guess.
You hit him, yeah. He just doesn't take any significant damage.
Ooh. Yeah,
You strong jaws, and he's kind of like bawling. Your dad used to bullish me in school.
Well, maybe
I
it's
wonder
because you
why.
act like this, you piece of shit.
And every time he says anything, I'm gonna kind of mock him. Oh, you bullied in school.
Now you've got the stone jaws and the man loves on your ass.
He quickly jumps
And the
up to his
foster.
feet, dashes out that door, and leaps off the crescent walkway to the first floor, trying to kill himself.
If I knew that was going to happen, I would have been a
Trying to
little
kill
nicer.
himself 1 story high. What an idiot.
Wow.
I guess we've
That's-
eliminated him from the gene pool for the
What's
next
he doing?
uh,
Just laying down there crying?
iteration of
There.
the town.
You don't know. You might have children.
Yeah.
He hits the floor
Already
with a
bred.
yeah, right. He's married. He hits the floor with a sickening crunch, and he's like, "Oh my god!" And he compound fractured his leg, but didn't do anything else to himself.
Ah,
You're going to have to bind that yourself. I'm not fucking carrying you, dude.
Yeah, the sheriff's out. The sheriff's out front, man.
Yeah, he's got Danny
Yeah.
Rothschild with him, I think.
Yeah, just as you say that, yeah, the sheriff bursts through the front door with Barney Fife right behind him, and he pulls the door closed really quickly, and he's like, "There are a bunch of them out there," and we'll stop there.
Okay.
Unless you all have something to say about it real quick.
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you, Mia. This was awesome. I'm happy to continue it next week.
oh, yeah.
For any viewers, we are off this Friday. I know we had 2 unexpected cancellations last week. I'm sorry about that. We really couldn't do anything about it. But this Friday, it's actually a scheduled off week because Sarah and I have our anniversary. I will be releasing a lot of shorts this week, but there will be no further streams until next Monday when we do this again. So thanks, everyone.